Hey guys, okay. I was gonna put these in my room before I forgot that. Sorry, I'm discombobulated with this time change. I don't know. I can't get used to it. It's only the second full day, right? And I have my aligners in, so if I'm talking weird, that's what it is. Okay. Let's see who's here. Hi, Captain Lee, Carol Boyce, Nana Patty, Deborah Vancouver, Dan. How you feeling, Nana Patty? Any better? York Hill, Michael. Dean Elizabeth, Barb Olson. Kathy. Did I just say Paradise? Janae Ann, Nana T. Mimsy Girl, hey there. Tammy McD. Whisper to Me, that rhymes. Nana T. Paradise, Linda Gelb. York Hill. Stephanie Kingham from Australia. Welcome. Amber, hello. Let's see who else we have. Jennifer Rochelle. Okay, so there's some updates on Cleo Smith, and there's also some updates on Heidi. So we're going to go over those. I just want to wait. Hi, Susie B. Hi, Carrie Bauer. Marianne Frontline, how are you? Roots Calhoun. Okay, let's see. I have my tripod back there because I might go back and show you the update on my decoupage that I did. You are feeling better? That's good. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. Oh, Jimmy did today too. Jimmy did too, Susie B. Jimmy got his booster today. And you know, he's already like, oh, I think my arms are sore. I'm like, don't, like, come on, be strong. You know, don't be like looking for symptoms or something. Just be strong. Be like, no, I'm not gonna get symptoms. He got it with the second Moderna, so I don't know. You know. Hi, Friday. Hi, Penny Sue. Okay. So I was just letting some people get in here because I don't know if there were notifications or what. So I was just going to wait a few minutes and see if we can. You got sick with the booster? Really? Wow, you got Pfizer. How sick did you get? I have to go for my flu shot on Thursday, finally. Hi, Revity Bob. Hi, Primrose Chick. Do you all have to get boosters? No, right now they're giving them to certain groups, and if you're older or if you have any kind of conditions, like Lisa D got one, she got a booster. So it all depends where you fall. I'm trying to think. You did get a notification? Good. Because I didn't get one. You got your flu shot today, Danielle? Good. To go on Thursday. Your daughter got really sick with the second shot. My daughter told me that her boyfriend's cousin, they were really big on, I believe, vegan, anti-vaxxers and all that stuff, and young, in their 30s. And now he got the virus, and I believe she said they have to put him on a ventilator. So, you know, it's not a joke, and it's a real thing, and people are still dying from it. So it's not a political thing, you know. It's not. But everybody's got to do what they want to do, but it's not, I mean, it's not something to make light of or say that it doesn't exist, because it does. Okay. She isn't looking forward to the booster. You know, I did, let me see, I messaged Davita today. Let me see if she got back to me, because she did. Hold on. Okay. I thought Davita, I'll tell you this. Davita put a comment under my video on the tiered trays. Now, I told Davita I was making this video. I told her this days ago. I told her about the tiered trays. I told her I was going to make a parody type video about it. So today I saw this video, this comment under my video, and I was like, oh my gosh, is she pissed? And I was like, Scooter, look at this. No, you know, could you look at this? Tell me if she's pissed. And I was scared, because they were like, no, everybody else said, no, she's not pissed. She's not pissed. But I really thought she was pissed. Okay, so now I just see I have a response, because I said, here's what I said. I said, you did listen to my video all the way through, I hope. You sound like you're really offended. I told you I was doing the Dear Trey video. I hope you understand it was comedy. You really sound angry at me. Okay? And I said, and I have been watching and commenting on your videos. So she goes, no, I was being sarcastic. That's why I said what I said about how you will love my Christmas decor in the kitchen. I just went back to look at my comments, and I hearted them. I've been trying to push myself to get my Christmas stuff out. Okay, let me see if that's all right. Unfortunately, the one bad thing about texting, you never know how somebody may never know how and what oh my gosh, you know what and how you are meaning it, but the person on the other end might take it wrong. Okay, phew. Okay. And I think she's watching me read this. We want a family update. Hope everyone is doing better. Okay, so we'll see if we get a comment from that. All right, that makes me feel better. I really did think she was pissed. Because she said something like, oh, sugar plum fairies or something. Then you'll really like the way I decorated my kitchen or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, no. Because I didn't think so, because I told her ahead of time. that I was doing this. You guys were here. I said that would be funny, and then that's when I also said we should all go outside and grab some things and then say we're going to make, some kind of a DIY with natural things found outside, but our luck, people would like it and wouldn't be funny. Thanks, Yorkill. Okay, so let's get on this. Let's see what we have here. All right. Email the story about what? I'm trying to see what Twin Thing is talking about. Twin Thing. Mommy, I have a friend whose son was killed. Between 2 funeral homes, they lost his body. He was never ID'd as she wasn't allowed to view him. Would you be willing to tell her story? She reached out and then said she would do it. Okay. And then made fun of them. Well, that's horrible. I don't know who would make fun of, that's pretty horrible. I'd be willing to speak to her. Yeah, sure. Just send me an email. Please give her my condolences too. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so thirsty. I'm like dying of thirst. You know what you hear Friday? You hear my foot heater because it's cold here in New York. Is my foot heater really bothering you? Because I'll shut it off if it is. I have a foot heater behind me. If it's really distracting, let me see. Does this make it better? I'll turn it off if it's really distracting. I'll just have frozen feet. But don't you worry about it, Friday. Is it okay, Friday, or? Did you get some news about, what was the news about Davida? Because I missed that news about Davida. Oh, then, yeah, my feet need to be warm. It's not bothering anyone? No, okay. I'm used to it until the hot flashes. I use one here to, into the anonymity. Yeah, I need, okay, so let's get on to, I'm going to get on to what we're here for right now. So let me go on to, so some of, I guess Cleo says she remembers that, this is a little strange though, because I'm wondering about something, but I'll tell you at the end. So Cleo Smith, who was hidden for 18 days, says a woman helped take care of her while she was locked inside that home in Carnarvon. That's what somebody told me to do. They said, put the emphasis on the nar. Carnarvon. Okay? But it still doesn't sound like what I heard. They almost made it sound like Canarsie. I don't know. Never mind. She told a police officer that a female combed her hair and looked after her while she was held in the stranger's home. Police arrested Terry Kelly, 36, last week and charged him with kidnapping, but so far no other person has been charged in the case. Family members reported Cleo missing on the morning of October 16th in the Blowholes campground. You remember that? She was missing for 18 days. She was found in this guy's house. She was locked in a bedroom. She was playing with toys. Then this guy, he has like longish hair. I'm wondering, did he somehow dress as a woman in the house if there's no other person involved? And, she's 4 years old. If there's no other person involved, could it be that he dressed as a woman to, make her more comfortable or something? I wonder if that's what it is. So I wonder if they got a description or if she would recognize. If they'll get it all out, I'm sure. So they're analyzing all the information, they're gathering it all, they're working through it, and initially authorities say that the only person involved in the case is behind bars. Now, however, they're exploring whether more people are involved. That's why we're still here, said Detectives Senior Sergeant Cameron Blaine. So we just asked that if there was anyone that had any contact with Mr. Kelly, whether you saw him, whether you met with him, whether you spoke to him on the phone during the relevant period, to please make yourself known to the police. After police arrested Kelly, they announced that he was not known to the Smith family. He was taken to the hospital twice afterwards for self-inflicted injuries sustained while he was in jail. Following his arrest, videos and photos from Kelly's Facebook account surfaced. A room in Kelly's home showed dozens of dolls, some of them still in their packaging. And in April of 2020, Kelly posted a photo to Facebook of himself taking a doll for a drive. I love taking my dolls for drives around, doing their hair, and taking selfies in public. Shocked neighbors said that Kelly was a loner, kept to himself mostly. Another neighbor noticed that Kelly left the home more frequently in recent days and returned with groceries. Spokesperson for the police department stated that there are no other updates at this time about that possible mystery woman, but explained that inquiries are continuing and this could take several weeks. So, I don't know what you guys think about that. And I'm a little confused here on this story. But we're going to do that in a minute. We're going to go to Heidi first. Because there were some texts. Remember, it was their son's birthday. Heidi Plank's ex-husband has been granted full custody of their 11-year-old son as the search for the 39-year-old mother enters its fourth week. 4 weeks already, oh my gosh. James Wayne, age 63, said that he filed for custody on October 26th, 9 days after Heidi left her son's football game at halftime and was never seen again. I put a little, okay. He filed a missing persons report when Heidi didn't pick their son up from school on October 20th. Another mystery is that Heidi's dog was found on the 28th floor of a high-rise in downtown Los Angeles that was 12 miles from her home and somewhere she had no ties to. Residents found the dog and took care of it until Wayne was able to track it down with the dog's microchip. According to court documents, Wayne filed for full custody so he could put the couple's son into therapy immediately because he is completely distraught at his mother's disappearance. Poor kid. Heidi's ex-husband also showed text messages he said his son sent to his mother in the days following her disappearance. The boy, who just turned 11 on Tuesday, told Heidi about the second half of the football game, and then he said, "Can you please call me back? I've called you 2 days in a row, and you haven't picked up." Poor kid. A few days later, he texted again, "Please call or just text me because I want to make sure you're okay, and I'm worried about you. And can you tell my dad if you'll pick me up tomorrow or not?" In another, he said, "I really hope you're okay, and I love you." Poor kid. Police have said little about what they believe happened to Heidi, including whether they believe foul play was involved. Her ex-husband has been outspoken in his belief that the disappearance may be connected to her boss, Jason Sugarman, at Camden Capital, because Sugarman is reportedly under investigation for an alleged $43 million fraud scheme. His partner has already been sentenced, and the ex-husband of Heidi claimed that someone from the Security and Exchange Commission telephoned him on October 21st asking about Sugarman, but then he said he didn't know how they got his name and number. Okay, and let me see if there's any other updates on her. I feel so bad for that little boy. So sad. Let's see if there's anything else more to the minute. Yeah. It's about it on that. I don't know. It's a really sad case. I hope somehow she's found somewhere. I don't know. She got, spooked or something with, I don't know. Sorry. Just want to take this back. Okay. All right, so let me go to the other story about the Anaheim man that killed his parents. Okay. I find it a little bit odd, and I'm not going to say it. Let me see. I'm going to ask you something. If you already know the answer, don't say it. Okay? Don't say it if you know the answer. How old do you think that man right there is? How old? Just let me know when you I'm going to check. I'm going to check if you have an answer. Okay. 68, 50, 55, 55, 50, 65, 62, 63. Do you guys remember that show where they used to put somebody in like this plexiglass booth out in the middle of the street, and they used to say, how old is that person? And then they would give them a makeup. My daughter used to watch that all the time. My daughter used to watch all those kinds of shows. I'm trying to remember when she used to watch that. She used to watch that all the time. And that other one where they would come into your house and they would throw out all your clothes. Somebody would recommend somebody for like a complete makeover. But you don't know that show, and then they would make you over, and then they would put you in the booth, and they would ask random people to give your age, and it's usually like 10 years younger. This after they do the makeover. Okay, this guy is 43 years old. I thought he was in his 60s. Okay. That's why I was getting confused, because he murdered his parents. What not to wear is that one. Yeah, but is that the one where they also put you in the booth? Okay, well let's go on to this. So, 43-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of killing both of his parents in Anaheim over the weekend. Around 7:50 p.m. Sunday, officers responded to an apartment located on the 600 block of West Vermont Avenue regarding an in-progress assault. Upon arrival, officers found two people, 67-year-old Andres Alvaro Robles and 65-year-old Teresa Lopez Miguel inside of an apartment suffering from major injuries. Alvaro Robles was declared dead at the scene, that's the father, and the mother, Lopez Miguel, was transported to a nearby hospital where she was later pronounced dead. The couple's adult son, Carlos Manuel Robles Lopez, was located in the apartment and taken into custody. He was booked into Anaheim's jail in lieu of $1 million bail. And crazy, right? And they don't even have, a motive or anything, but yeah, killed both of his parents. And I guess there was a robbery at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Dorrit Kensley's Encino home. I don't watch the show, but something that I thought was interesting news and kind of heartbreaking news was that, hold on one second, let me pull that up. 2 California couples gave birth to each other's babies after a mix-up at a fertility clinic, and they spent months raising children that weren't theirs before swapping the infants. Yeah, I used to always be afraid of that, and then I remember, no matter what you would think, there was always some kind of show about that when I would bring home a baby, and I would think, I wouldn't want to give up that baby, but then I would want the other baby too, but I had already known that baby, and, especially some people are doing it when they're older and they like certain books, and it's heartbreaking, and I would think, oh my gosh, and I remember when Jimmy was like, but we're definitely going to want the other baby, and I'm like, but we can't give up this baby, all these scenarios. So then the ideal, they're not going to give you both babies. So I just think that's so terrible because it's horrible. Anyway, it happens, and it happened to these two. So they gave birth. Daphne Cardinale said she and her husband Alexander had immediate suspicions that the girl she gave birth to in late 2019 wasn't theirs because the child had a darker complexion than they do. Now, see, I don't care. If I was going through fertility treatments and so then I had embryos implanted into me, I would probably be afraid that they're not mine anyway, or that maybe the fertility doctor used his sperm like you hear. So I probably would have done DNA testing immediately. Especially if I had a suspicion, I would have done DNA testing immediately. Just saying. They suspected, because of the complexion, and they suppressed their doubts because they fell in love with the baby and they just trusted in the in vitro fertilization process and their doctors. They learned months later that she had been implanted with another couple's baby, and that another woman had been carrying her child, and it has caused enduring trauma. Of course it has. So let's see what happened here. Where's my thing here? I was overwhelmed by feelings of fear, betrayal, anger, and heartbreak, Daphne said when they spoke during a news conference about the lawsuit. I was robbed of the ability to carry my own child. I never had the opportunity to grow and bond with her during pregnancy, to feel her kick. The Cardinales' complaint accuses the Los Angeles-based California Center for Reproductive Health and its owner, Dr. Ilaran Moore, of medical malpractice, breach of contract, negligence, and fraud. It demands a jury trial and seeks unspecified damages. Yvonne Tellis, the office administrator for the center, declined to comment, and the doctor could not be reached for comment. The 2 other parents involved in the alleged mix-up wish to remain anonymous and plan a similar lawsuit in the coming days, according to their attorney, Adam Wolf, who's representing all 4 parents in this. The lawsuit claims that CCRH mistakenly implanted the other couple's embryo into Daphne and transferred the Cardinales' embryo made from Daphne's egg and Alexander's sperm into the other woman. The babies, both girls, were born a week apart in September of 2019. So these children are 2 years old. More than 2 years, 2 months. But both couples unwittingly raised the wrong child for nearly 3 months before DNA tests confirmed that the embryos were swapped. The Cardinales, including their young daughter, fell in love with this child and were terrified she would be taken away from them. All the while, Alexandra and Daphne did not know the whereabouts of their own embryo, and thus were terrified that another woman who had been pregnant with their child, and their child was out in the world somewhere without them. The babies were swapped back in January of 2020. Oh my gosh. Mix-ups like this are exceedingly rare, but not unprecedented. In 2019, a couple from Glendale, California, sued a separate fertility clinic, claiming their embryo was mistakenly implanted in a New York woman who gave birth to their son, as well as a second boy belonging to another couple. Wolf, whose firm specializes in fertility cases, called for greater oversight for IVF clinics. This case highlights an industry in desperate need of federal regulation. Breaking the news to their older daughter, now 7, that doctors made a mistake and that the new baby wasn't actually her sister was the hardest thing in my life, Daphne said. My heart breaks for her, perhaps the most. Since the mix-up came to light, both babies have been returned to their biological families. All 4 parents have since made an effort to stay in each other's lives and forge a larger family. They were just as much in love with our biological daughter as we were with theirs. Oh my gosh, that is so horrible. Because I remember that clearly, because I think we watched something, and I remember I was thinking that I think it was Ethan, and I said, gosh, if we would have to give him to another couple, I would say, oh, don't you know that he takes this blanket and he likes this and he likes that, and then I would worry if they're doing it right, and even though that's not really my biological son, it's horrible, because you form a bond with them right away. You know what they like, they know you, you know them, and especially she was pregnant. They were each pregnant with the babies. That's terrible. That is just terrible. Okay, let me go back to... Where was the, okay, yeah, this is the Pennsylvania woman. So, a Pennsylvania mother allegedly admitted to hiding her dead baby's body inside a wall of her new home after moving with the infant's remains. 25-year-old Kylie Wilt is facing multiple charges after a visit by Children and Youth Services agents to inquire about her infant. She allegedly told the agents initially that the baby was in someone else's care in North Carolina. Eventually, she admitted that the baby died at 5 months while Wilt lived in a different home in Washington County. The mother reportedly attempted to conceal the child's death and moved with the child's remains to her current home, where she allegedly placed the body behind a wall. Investigators discovered the infant's remains inside of a crate inside the wall where the mother had concealed it. There was discoloration, different color of paint, obviously. It looked like drywall was cut out and a section was replaced in a bedroom, said the Washington County District Attorney Jason Walsh. The infant's cause of death is not yet confirmed, though Wilt claimed the child died of SIDS. The baby was born with THC in its system. The mother has 3 other children who lived in the home when the baby died. The mother told investigators that she did not report the death because she didn't have any money for a funeral. The baby's father, Alan Hollis, has been charged with obstruction in connection to the infant's death. Wilt is in custody on multiple charges, including abuse of a corpse and concealing a death. Hold on one second. That one. Did they find that little boy? They haven't found the little boy in Minnesota yet. And they haven't found Brendan Santo yet, huh? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. All right, let me get to the father that's kidnapped here. Okay, this is in Missouri. Missouri police have issued an endangered person advisory for an 8-year-old little girl that they believe was abducted on Saturday evening. Dakota Sky Autumn Lee is described as Native American, 5 feet tall, 68 pounds, with brown hair and eyes, a medium complexion, a birthmark on her left eye, and a scar on her upper lip. She was last seen wearing a pink coat, gray shirt, dark pants, and black and neon Nike shoes. Jefferson City Police believe that she's with her non-custodial father, Gilbert John Lee, and he's 59 years old. He's described as 5'11", 200 pounds, black and gray hair, brown eyes, medium complexion. He was last seen wearing a black Harley Davidson leather coat and a black USA shirt. Well, hopefully he doesn't harm her. Two were last seen at a hotel Saturday night. Police said there was no signs of a struggle in the hotel room or any signs that they were there for any lengthy period of time. They also said that the father hitchhiked from Montana to visit, but neither could be found on Sunday morning. Anyone with information should call 911 or the Jefferson City Police Department at 573-634-6400. You remember that time that some father abducted his child, and I think they were in North Carolina, and the police were closing in, and they were so close to where they were, and there was like a tent on the side of the road, and they thought they found them, and then when they went there, the father had killed both of them, and I think that, I don't know if that was on a Dateline or something. I hope that he doesn't hurt her. Okay. Okay, and then investigators in Pennsylvania have found the remains of two young children they believe were last seen in 2015. Mary Sue Snyder, the mother of Jasmine and Nicole Snyder, was arrested on Friday and charged with endangering the welfare of children and obstruction in child abuse cases, according to the Old Lycoming Township Police Chief Christopher Kreiner. Detectives also arrested Echo Butler, 26. Butler is described as Snyder's girlfriend. Both Snyder and Butler are being held without bail. So what was the mother's name? Why does that name sound so familiar? I know an Echo, but Jasmine. Mary Sue Snyder. The remains of the children were found Saturday and Sunday in rural Hepburn Township, and they're being sent to a forensic pathologist. Police said the remains were found near a mobile home where Snyder, Butler, and Snyder's 7-year-old son Jesse lived with Butler's parents, Ronald and Michelle Butler. Children and Youth Services launched an investigation in early September after learning from a medical provider that Jesse had not been in school. and that he barely knew numbers and letters and was not toilet trained, 7 years old. During the investigation, questions about Jasmine and Nicole, who would be 8 and 11, now surfaced. They questioned Snyder on September 15th about the girls, and they were told that the girls were living with a friend who was homeschooling them. Kreiner said that neither Butler nor Snyder provided any information about the friend, including a name or address. The girls were also not enrolled in school and had last seen medical or court personnel in 2015. Their father, who was under custody and protection from abuse orders, said he has not seen the children since that year as well. Kreiner said he was not a suspect. Michelle Butler told investigators she has not seen the girls since Snyder moved in 6 years ago, and that the mother had told her that they were living with a friend out of state until she made enough money to afford a larger place. The 7-year-old boy was removed from the home on Friday and put into the custody of Children and Youth Services. Well, that's pretty terrible. But that looks to be the end about the true crime there for tonight. And I'm going to put the number in Slack. Let me see here. And then I'll show you that thing that I made with the Christmas tree napkin. I didn't finish it all the way yet, but I did do the other Christmas tree and the other stuff. Okay. So let me just put this in. Invite. Copy invitation. I'm going to see if we have new chatters. I'm going to see if it's changed the chatter stuff. Let me go to Slack here, put the number in. Okay. All right. Let me go back to the chat for a second. What did I have to do? I was going to do something. They found the kid alive and arrested her dad. Oh, good. They did? The Minnesota? Oh, good. Oh, good. That's good news, at least. So the little girl, the 8-year-old girl, is okay? Thankfully. Oh. Good news, because there's not a lot of good news with the kids. There's some that I don't even want to go into because I know it's just too heavy, to go through too many. I think it's just really heavy on a lot of people because some of this stuff is so deranged what these people are doing to these kids. I mean, to babies with toothbrush. I can't even. It's unbelievable. Let me just look that up. Minnesota man found daughter safe. Missouri. My daughter. Why am I saying Minnesota? Just read that. Thanks for that. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So the missing 8-year-old was located safe in Russell, Kansas on Sunday night. Yay. Authorities arrested 59-year-old Gilbert Lee, who's the non-custodial father. Authorities learned that Lee borrowed a vehicle from Montana to drive to Jefferson City. He's being held in the Russell County Jail for kidnapping, first degree, and endangering the welfare of a child. Well, that's good news, at least. The time the pair were last seen in the hotel, there were no signs of a struggle. Yeah, I didn't think he'd hurt her because usually you think but then you never know. Like, and then I think it was North Carolina case. Then they didn't think he would hurt her, but when they started to close in, that's when he killed them. Her and I believe it was his daughter. He killed her and then himself. So you never know. Never know. But that's good that they're found. That's good. Hi, Jennifer Bradford. How are you? Hi, help me, Rhonda. Carolyn, your tripod is showing. Yes, I know it is, because I was going to go over there and show you the decoupage, remember? I was going to do that. I was going to go switch cameras and go over there and show you the decoupage. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go over there and show it to you, or if I'm just going to bring it over here. Depends. You think it's cute to be pregnant and have a gender reveal, then boom, they realize that being a parent isn't easy and not as cute and fun as they thought it would be. Oh. Well, there was a gender reveal here that went horribly wrong. You know, I mean, there are all over the country, but it was people that owned a restaurant in the town next to my son's restaurant, and they had a gender reveal, and it went terribly wrong, and the father was killed, and it was horrible. Because it's like, I don't know, people just want, you know, okay, we can cut into a cake and find out, or we can pop a balloon, and then it went to that powdery stuff, right? We'll blow that, then it went to like blowing it up, then it went to like exploding targets, and they're catching the woods on fire, and it's just they just keep going, like out trying to, it's like, it's calm down, just a gender reveal, relax. It's not worth somebody losing their life, and I mean, whew, it's crazy. Cannons, right? Cannons, grenades. I don't even understand what they're doing. It's too much. Horrendous crimes. Yeah, there's so much. Yeah, there was a fire started. One in Arizona too, I think. Started fires. Yeah. It's crazy. It is. It's crazy. Remember I said to you there was a crime or something, and I was going to look it up. It was around here, and it wasn't the lady that disappeared, and they never found her. But it was something else, and I said I'm going to look it up. It might have been around here. It might have been where I grew up in New Jersey or somewhere around there. Oh, and I was going to start doing the Patreon, The Killer Across the Table, tonight, but the time change has really messed me up. So what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I may do it tomorrow night, maybe like from 9 to 10 or something like that. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then that rummage sale thing, trying to figure out when the best time to do that is. You know, yeah, we didn't do a big gender reveal. If you found out what the baby was, you said it. That's like it. You just said it. It's all fun. Yeah, I don't know. People just have to keep this next. And I think a lot of it is social media, right? Because everything has to be perfect. If you get engaged, it's got to be perfect. If you get married, it's got to be, you've got to have an engagement announcement. You have your birth announcements, your pregnancy announcements. One's got to be better than the other. But, it's like, I don't know. It just becomes a whole craziness. Yeah, I didn't have any ultrasounds in my first two, but I had very strong feelings they were a girl and a boy. My third was the first one I had an ultrasound with, and they told me at 13 weeks he was a boy, and which back then was really early. And the doctor, the technician wanted me to tell him if he was right, and then did I go back and have another one? I believe I had. Did I really just bank on that? Because he was like, I'm pretty certain. I'm trying to think. If I only had one. No, I think I had one other, and then it was confirmed, yeah. And then of course, with the 4th and the 5th. Yeah, I knew right on. Hi, Chelsea. You finally did a jar. You messed up the napkin. Okay, calm down. Like my first time I got really stressed and it wasn't pretty, and I said I was never going to do it again. The number's in Slack. I'm gonna go. I'll show you what I did here. Okay, with the jars. You knew it was boy-girl twins? Oh, really? Was that yeah, boy-girl twins? Really? Yes, Heidi Plank. Yeah. The only updates on that was that her ex-husband, there are some really sad text messages that he released from their little son, just saying, Mom, I love you. Where are you? Because he just turned 11. And on Tuesday, a poor kid, I feel so bad for that little kid. I don't know what to think about the father, because after 9 days, he petitioned for full custody of the little boy after she was missing just 9 days. I don't know, that seems a little bit early to do something like that, but then he said that he needed to do that for the boy's insurance or something. But 9 days, and he's always pointing the finger at the Sugarman guy, who's got the $43 million fraud case. And I agree, there's some suspect stuff there, and that guy was seen dropping off muffins. But I feel bad for the boy, and I can't even imagine. I have a son that age, and it's terrible. So, I don't know. If the ex-husband is involved in that, and putting his son through that's horrendous. And then if the ex-husband is involved in that and he gets caught and he goes to jail, then that little 11-year-old boy has no parents. So I don't know what to think. There's a couple of characters, but I'm surprised the police have not said they haven't said if there is or isn't any foul play yet, or they believe that. And what the heck was the dog doing at the high rise on the 28th floor? Doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. I don't know what the dog, did whoever did this just let the dog loose in there? Thought that too. I wonder, since she's missing and they share custody, had to file. Because he wants to get him to therapy. But yeah, come on. Do you think somebody would just bend the rules or something with his mother missing? I don't know. Some things have been really suspect with him, because he was very eager to point the finger at Sugarman, and then the call from the SEC, and he doesn't know how they got his name and number. Doesn't really make sense either. And he gives a lot of information, and usually people that are lying give a lot of information in order to make it sound like they're not lying, but it does. They give a lot of Jodi Arias was known for that. There's something that, I don't know. But then what the heck was the guy dropping off muffins at her door? I don't know. Well, I'm sure they are, Barb, because that's always the first person they look into. But I really hope it's not him, because if she is gone, that's the only parent that little boy has. Dog, no. Well, it looks like he was wandering around because a couple found the dog and cared for him until they traced him with the microchip. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, why would you just put a dog? And who put the dog there? There's got to be CCTV cameras. Now you want muffins? Oh no. I don't know. Hi, John Stevens. Yeah, 9 days seems pretty early. If your kid, needed therapy, like, why couldn't you still not get your child into therapy? What, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. I don't believe that. I don't believe that he had to do that to get his son into therapy. Steak and baked potatoes. Yeah, just bring him to therapy. Like, why? I mean, it shouldn't make any difference. The boy had insurance, right? Obviously. So why wouldn't that cover therapy if his mother is missing? That's a pretty valid thing, isn't it? Yeah, and even that manager of Monster, let's just say, I think they were pretty well off. But let's just say he even had to bring him to the county. They'll do it on a sliding scale if that was the case. I mean, I don't know. Something just isn't sitting right. And very little coverage on her, you know what I mean? It's so weird. And there you have, a very beautiful woman, blonde hair, 39 years old. So how come that case is not getting a lot of coverage? I don't know. There's also a strange comment from a really creepy guy in her Facebook post about getting a job at her current company. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand why there's not more information. Hi, Janie's True Crime Talking More. You're sleepless in Pittsburgh? I don't know. There's just, people are really crazy. Because she wasn't on TikTok. You might be right, Captain Lee Fan, because TikTok seems like what they're going to for true crime, which is crazy. I would never think to go to TikTok for true crime. But like with that Gabby Petito, when they did that 2020 on her, all they did was look at TikTok. And even when they briefly covered Red, White, and Bethune, and they said they were YouTubers, that was it. And they were like right back onto TikTok. So, I don't know, maybe you're right. Hi, the Pink Dahlia, how are you? I think since she's missing since the 17th, the country wasn't a higher about Gabby took all of the attention. Yeah, that's a shame because I don't know. It just seems like they should have. Why were also that high rise? It took them so long to go and get the footage because they didn't want to cooperate at first, which is odd. Um, but why was her dog there? And then in the surveillance footage, it almost looks like she was going to take off without the dog. And the dog was walking around with the leash on, and she looked like she was getting in the car, but then it looked like she was putting some stuff in the car, and I guess she was going to go get the dog and pop the dog in, but then what happened? Your boyfriend goes for TikTok, he likes the speed of it. I don't know. I don't really. Both parents had a consent. The therapist has a contract that states that. Okay, but couldn't there be just, did he have to do custody? Like, I don't know. Maybe a heart made wise. I don't know. You would think she would have put the dog in the vehicle. You would think she would have done that. But she was walking out, freely with her own volition. But see, it was her ex-husband. Did anybody else other than her ex-husband describe her as jittery and edgy at the football game? Just got a notification that my box has been delivered. Oh, thank you, Tammy. You just started watching some TikTok. Yeah. I mean, I have a TikTok account, but I hardly ever go on it, and I don't really use it for true crime. For ADD. I have ADD, but I don't know. In true crime, I want a lot of details. I'm the exact opposite. I want somebody to dig and dig. I don't want like a little brief update. I mean, I don't know. I'm for lots of stuff. You woke up sweating, but you're okay? Well, I hope you're okay. You're 50, he's 49. You always joke that he's too old for TikTok. He has teens, so it makes sense. Well, I do go to TikTok for some things, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think I don't even really I never used to go to Twitter for updates like that until Brian Enton. You know, I like Brian Enton. I think he's a really nice guy, and I think he got really close with his community that they built there on Twitter, you know, kind of like a YouTuber or something. And he's like, I really miss this. And he's a really sweet guy. Very genuine guy. Not a shysterous kind of guy. He's a very genuine type guy, Brian Enton. I like him. You've never been to TikTok, Robbity Bob? She was getting into the car after the game, Lisa. It was after she was at her residence and she was getting in and the dog was walking by with the leash and she was getting in the car to leave. And that's the last footage, but we don't really know what the high rise has at all. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, he's a likable guy. He is a likable guy. I think he tries to do the right thing ethically. I think he doesn't want to exploit anyone. You know, he was there every night. He really worked hard. I mean, he wasn't going home. He was staying right there, and then he went out to Moab, and he talked with Sian's mother, the boy from Ireland that's missing, and he has an emotional connection to the kid. I think he's a nice guy. Don't say never, Robbity Bob. Did Brian Enton did a great job covering the case. He did, Barb. He really did. Yeah, and he was very sweet. He's very sweet. Like, you know, I missed you guys. I miss the community we built here. And who's his buddy is what, Luis or something that's with him all the time? Those high rises have all right security cams. Yeah, I don't know, Jan, why we haven't heard more about that. There was no coverage in Canada, WFLA. Yeah, see, but there's a difference. I know that News Nation and WFLA are, you know, connected, but JB and Brian and Anton, they're two totally different. I think JB likes being in the spotlight, likes going home to his house at night, spends a lot of time on his hair in the bathroom in the morning, I think, and has his weekends, whatever. I just think Brian Enton's really out there in the trenches. All right, Clara, see you later. I think it was good. Hi, John Masaki, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to show you my thing that I was working on earlier, since we're moving into, I should hit the little stream thing, because we're going to go into, and then I forget to put the markers on, because this is going to be the day. I just got back into Instagram, and the next thing, it's TikTok, my girls laugh. Yeah, no matter where you are, it will be like one social media thing short. And what's going to, like right now, you don't think there's going to be like another platform in social media, but you have Instagram, TikTok. What's going to be next? But there has to be, because we're constantly evolving. You really see Andy Cohen and Brian Enton. You're not on Instagram I like Instagram because I like photos and I like to post photos there. I do. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. I feel like George Costanza. Those pretzels are making me thirsty. Hey Dina, hope you're feeling better. Okay, is anybody going to come? You want to come up, anyone? Or am I just going to go get my thing and show it to you? Yeah, Kramer on Seinfeld. Yeah, these pretzels are making me thirsty. I thought it was wasn't it George too that said it? I always know you can't stand you. The gym teacher, George can't stand you. Yeah, Penny Sue. He doesn't put on any airs or anything like that. They all said it. Oh, they all said this one, yeah. These pretzels are made. Remember the muffin tops? Top of the muffin? And then the, what was it? Newman. Newman got all the muffin stumps. Muffin stumps. JB had one good moment when he called out Josh Taylor, that is. Yeah, I did see that. Hi,
Carolyn.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, everyone in chat. Much love to you all.
Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's not here, John Masaki. Jimmy's sleeping. He had his booster today. Poppy seed? Snyder pretzels dip in cherry preserves. Really? Yeah, so many classic ones. George can't stand you. Tomorrow you go for your... Oh, yeah, Purse released a D going to surgery. We don't know what time. Did she? Let me see.
Oh, I know. Prayers.
Let me see if she told me what time she's going in. Let me go get my vase and I will see.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see if she said that. I forgot.
But where are you going, Carolyn?
I'm just going to go get my phone and go get my decoupage. I'll be right back.
I know.
Okay.
What, Danielle? See? Boy, I wish I could hear you better.
On. Put that on there. Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I finished. Let me see here.
Did you go out today?
No. Mm-mm.
No.
Finished this one, and so when you saw me that one time, I was just had the one tree on it. But then I took the border, which matches the tree skirt, and I put them on either side, and then I put the other tree on. And then I may go in here, and I'm going to probably just stipple it with a little gold paint, and then I'll put some flowers in that somewhere.
That's pretty.
And then this one I finished. I did this one with, when Lisa was here last night, but I did it with the glue stick, and then I went over it with the.
Yeah.
Then I got to do. I'm going to do something around the top, like here, a little something with the jingle bells. Maybe I haven't finished in those berries that I got.
Yeah, it really is nice to add something too after you've done it, like a ribbon or, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to put some kind of cording, and then I'm going to put some jingle bells and maybe some of those red berries.
That would be cool.
And the top will screw on this with the, because I have this right up here, so I'll probably do something to the top, go around the edge.
Yeah.
Something with a ribbon or something, I don't know. Thank you guys.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get a drink of water.
All right. Now I've got to think about what, I want to do another jar like this one, because they have it with the exact reindeer napkin I have, and they made a vase out of it. They sell it at this place online. I couldn't believe it. And it's like $50. And I have the same napkin, and it is exactly what the thing is, but it's taller. And they have a Santa one too, and I have the Santa napkin like that. I think I'll probably put pine cones, maybe some of those berries on some of the cording that I have. So what will I put in the jar? Well, let's see. You could put some of like Christmas type tea in there on the counter. You could put sometimes put ornament hooks or things like, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. It's going to be a use. Probably put some tea in it on the counter for the holidays, I think. Oh, that's nice, Dina. For prayer cards, and yeah, that's nice. Put nuts in there. You could put nuts in there. You're craving those chewy peppermint Christmas trees. Chewy peppermint Christmas trees. I haven't heard about those. Did you miss what stuff, Nicole? Which stuff? The stuff I showed? I started this one earlier today. Hold on. I did just the tree on that side. That was earlier today. So then I put the border on each side, and I put another tree, and then I'll put some flowers in there. And then I did this one, which has a top that screws on, but I'm not finished with this one. I have the decoupage is finished. okay? But I'm going to put some cording around here with probably some berries and some pine cones. And I did get my pine cones from my trees over at the other house because I like to have things that are connected to real trees and stuff that are special to me. Thanks, Yorkill. Oh, and I did get my eyes for my glass eyes came in for my little rabbit, but I haven't put them in yet. Thank you, Nicole. Let's see something here. Where did I saw Scooter earlier? And oh, Lisa D. Hold on a minute. Let's see if she. Well, maybe she. What time is it? Maybe she. Gosh, maybe she'll be up. If she has to be up really early, she's going to be up in a few minutes. Lisa D, Lisa D, Lisa D, when do you go for your surgery? That sounded... And put them on a 3-tier tray. Hi, LMNW50. They turned off my notifications. The notifications are weird. Just make sure you have them checked to all. Thanks, Jeannie. I don't get my notifications either, and it's like, it's making, YouTube is just being funky. Your neighbor made a pretty blue wine bottle with Christmas lights in it. She drilled a hole in the bottom of it. Oh yeah, you can put the lights in with, I have lights for bottles like that with have like a fake cork that's the lights go in. Neighbor made a. That sounds nice. You can do a lot. I have a bottle cutter, and I want to cut. So I have a bunch of bottles that I saved to cut them. Jimmy always makes it sound like it's so. He gets like so freaked out over it. And when my daughter was here, I said we were going to do it, but it was like a whirlwind. Uh-oh, what's that about? Okay, thanks for coming in, Yorkill. Doing okay, Nicole. How are you? But, trying to think what else is going on. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh yeah, we have to talk about that rummage sale. Because I'm going to start getting some stuff ready. Is that it? Okay, no, I think my sister got one of those when we were kids. We used to get stuff like that. No, it's a, I think it's called Home by Homeworks. I have a video of it. You're stressed? I'm sorry to hear that. You've got to make rice for fried rice tomorrow. Let's see what we can get ourselves into trouble with. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Oh gosh, what's going on with this? Hundreds? When did she go? Oh, I guess there's a missing woman since September 23rd. Hundreds of volunteers search for a Wisconsin mother of 4 who's been missing since September, and the reward doubles to $20K. From dawn to dusk on Sunday, hundreds of volunteers formed a search party scouring swampy land and rough terrain in Pine County, Minnesota, hoping to find a Wisconsin mother of 4 who has been missing since September. I see I put her picture up there. Pretty girl. And let's see. Ashley Miller Carlson, 33, of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, was last seen, where's Suki, speaking of Wisconsin, September 23rd, 2021, in the Lake Lena community, part of the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe, in Pine County, Minnesota, according to the Pine County Sheriff's Office. Ashley, who's divorced, was reported missing by her family on September 24th when the vehicle she was driving in was found east of Hinckley, Minnesota, in Grace's Lake. No one has seen or heard from her since, and her family is extremely worried. She's just gone, vanished. We have no answers, Ashley's aunt, Carrie Miller, told Dateline, but we know she didn't leave on her own free will. Something happened. On September 27th, the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension issued a statewide missing persons report alert for Ashley, who they described as endangered. Details of the timeline surrounding Ashley's disappearance haven't been released, but her family says they believe they know who she was last seen with. On Monday, Ashley's family released a statement stating that they have knowledge that Ashley was last seen with the boyfriend she had been dating since the spring, and he was taken into custody on October 1st on a warrant unrelated to Ashley's disappearance. He's being held on probation violations with the Burnett County Sheriff's Office. Pine County Sheriff Jeff Nelson said that he could not comment on whether or not her boyfriend was the last person to be seen with Ashley, and that they would not be releasing details of the timeline leading up to her disappearance at this point. No persons of interest have been named in the case. Right now, the important thing is to find Ashley. Someone knows where she is, and we just need people to come forward with information that might help find her. Pine County Sheriff's Office is actively working with Burnett County and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to follow up on any information they receive. They have conducted multiple searches by foot, by drone, and by dive teams in the lake, using all crews and resources available. We need everyone's help to bring Ashley home. We'll do everything we can until that happens. The family has also set up a private tip line. They've hired a private investigator, and he's encouraging the public to contact if they don't feel comfortable contacting law enforcement directly. Last week, the reward for information leading to Ashley's whereabouts doubled and is now $20,000, thanks to donations from the community. Ashley's heartbroken family says they haven't given up their search, and they're doing everything they can to bring her home to family, especially her 4 children who range in age from 4 to 11. If Ashley can hear us, we love her. We miss her. We want her back. We'll never stop looking for her. And here's a picture. So sad. Carrie describes her niece as full of life with a strong spirit who is always there for others. She's so funny. She can make you laugh or break out into song at a moment's notice. We need that laughter back in our family. Carrie said that the family is touched by the showing of support from Sunday's search. She also added that they are catching their breath before regrouping as a family to plan their next steps in the search for Ashley. Details of upcoming searches and updates on the case will be posted to the Ashley Miller Carlson Missing Endangered Facebook group. You could search under the hashtag Bring Ashley Home. If this was reversed and somebody else in the family would have gone missing, Ashley would be the first one out there looking for them. She'd say, let's go find them. She would not stop for anything until the person was found, and we owe her the same. Ashley's described at 5'9", weighing 217 pounds. She has brown hair and she has brown and auburn hair and hazel eyes, and it's unknown what she was wearing when she disappeared. Anyone with information is urged to call the Penn County Sheriff's Office at 320-629-8438. Crime Stoppers through the Sheriff's Office website, or call Investigator McCall Anton with the Burnett County Sheriff's Office at 715-349-2121. Those who want to stay anonymous can call the family's private tip line at 218-241-0341. And see what else.
She had 4 kids, did you say?
Yeah.
Wow. Gosh.
Yep. So many people going missing.
2 Scooter is in chat.
Is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
She told everyone to have a nice night. Is that the easy thing of saying I'm not going to come up?
Oh, I guess so. It's okay. She must be writing her book and stuff.
Right.
She doesn't care about anybody. Let's see. 50 words. I'm trying to look for something fun. Can you imagine? Oh, let me see here.
Love you, Scoots. My boo. I love the video with Garnet. She goes out the dog door now. She's gotten so big, too. They do grow up fast, the little kittens.
Mm-hmm. They do. Let's see. Okay, so let's see.
What time did you say Lisa's appointment was, or didn't she say?
I don't know yet. I didn't hear. I'm figuring she's going to show up in the chat if she has to go early. She'll just say something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a vintage ad. Love quiz for married folks only. Why does he avoid her embrace? A, because he is no longer happy in their marriage, constantly makes excuses to avoid the romantic intimacy of their honeymoon. Question: what has he done? Is it really all her fault? Answer: it is not so much. What has she done? It is not so much what she has done as what she has neglected, and that is proper feminine hygiene. Question. Can neglect of proper feminine hygiene really spoil a happy marriage? Answer. Yes. And the pity of it is, every wife can hold her lovable charm by simply using Lysol disinfectant as an effective douche. I can't even believe this was a thing.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
can't.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this.
Was it a different form? Different
I don't
things
even
were
know how these
used?
people are not like sterile after that or something. That just seems like, are you kidding? Can this question, can this purpose be accomplished by homemade douching solutions? A, no. Salt, soda, and similar makeshifts do not have the proved germicidal and antiseptic properties of Lysol, which not only destroys odor, but is effective in the presence of organic matter. Question. Why does this husband not tell his wife why he avoids her? Answer. Because he feels that a woman should know these important facts and use every means in her power to remain glamorous, dainty, and lovely to love. He resents her neglect of such fundamentals as correct feminine hygiene, which is achieved so easily by regular douching with Lysol brand disinfectant. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's another one. Now look, doesn't he look like he's going to hit her? What a sourball I married. He has no reason to shout at me so, Jane kept telling herself, but there was a deep hidden reason for Bill's sharp words. Something he hinted one day. Puzzled, Jane rushed to her doctors. Yes, it could be your own fault, he said. A wife's one neglect, carelessness about feminine hygiene can very often ruin even the happiest marriage. Then he advised Lysol, used by many modern wives. Correction, he's a honey. Oh my gosh.
He does look like he's going to hit her.
I know, but what is it like? You find so many ads about deodorant and proper feminine hygiene. Like, did people just not understand anything about? I don't know. Like, I don't get it.
Mm-mm.
So many. Okay, here's another one. She was a perfect wife, except for one neglect. She was lovely, always took care to look smart and fresh. She was efficient. Her house was always neat, clean, and well run. Economical. She knew how to make a budget behave. Affectionate. She was warm. She was warm-hearted and tender, cheerful. She never nagged or moped or wept. But she was careless. What does it say? Or ignorant about feminine hygiene, and her husband would gladly have traded most of her virtues to correct this one fault. So crazy. Shame on you, Dick. You're simply staring at Beth. Well, I do like the way she smiles. So this time it's her smile you admire? Why not? She has the whitest teeth I've ever seen. Teeth, I'll show you. So you like my teeth, eh? Well, yours are dull, white, and unattractive, just as mine were. You've got unseen deposits, as I had. Listen, Dr. Baird explained. If you're still using that old-fashioned slow-cleansing toothpaste, yes, and I know the rest. You've started using Dr. West's double quick paste. Behave. Darling, you've the loveliest, whitest teeth in the world, and I've just bought myself a tube of Dr. West's. Gosh. Artificial little doll, he thinks, not a brain cell working except for that eternal primping and powdering. Stop makeup worry with this vitally different face powder. Okay. Unloved. He, that lady has a mustache. She, how embarrassing. He, why doesn't she shave? She, I know a better way to treat that case. Listen, I'll tell you a secret. For some years, I've had a difficult problem of ugly, superfluous hair on my face and limbs. I was discouraged, unloved. Tried many different products, but nothing was really satisfactory. And then I developed a simple, painless, inexpensive method. It worked and brought me happiness. I have helped thousands seeking a more pleasing appearance, free of that ugly, noticeable, unwanted hair. My free book, How to Overcome the Superfluous Hair Problem, explains the method and proves actual success. Mailed in a plain white envelope. Also, trial offer, no obligation. Write me, Annette Lanzette, P.O. Box 4040, Merchandise Mart, Department 201, Chicago, Illinois. Okay. She was a one-date girl. Most of her engagements were blind dates. Later, these men found excuses when her name was brought up. Somehow, she never seemed to click. They thought she was dull, which really she was constantly tired. She had a good figure and naturally lovely skin, but pimples marred its surface. Her eyes lacked the liveliness of a girl in good health. So night after night, she sat by the phone and waited for calls that never came. She might have been such a different girl if she had only known the importance of regular habits and the harm that common constipation can do. This condition may cause headaches and loss of appetite. Wrinkles and pimples may appear. Energy is sapped. Personality becomes flat. Common constipation is usually caused by lack of bulk in meals. Scientific tests show that Kellogg's All-Bran is a fine source of gently adding bulk. All-Bran also furnishes vitamin B and iron. Serve as cereal or cook into muffins, breads, waffles, etc. 2 tablespoonfuls daily are usually sufficient. Isn't it better to enjoy this natural food than to take pills and drugs, so often harmful? Kellogg's All-Bran corrects only common constipation. It makes no claim to be a cure-all, but it has proved effective in so many thousands of cases that you should certainly give it a trial. Sold by all grocers, made by Kellogg in Battle Creek, Michigan. Don't be waiting by the phone. So crazy. Okay, let's see. Those are fake. Those are way too old.
My mom ate that all brand, and she ate wheat germ too, and I hated them both.
Huh.
Raisin Bran was okay.
Yeah, I like Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
Well, here's one for Christmas. Merry Christmas for every smoker. Camel cigarettes make the perfect gift. Great.
Oh, goodness.
Women, don't leave the kitchen. We all know a woman's place is in the home, cooking a man delicious meals. But if you're still enjoying the bachelor life and don't have a little miss waiting on you, then come down to Hardee's for something sloppy and hastily prepared. That has to be a joke.
Thank you, FoxyBot. She just did a, what are they called again?
What did Foxy Bot do? A super sticker? What?
Yeah, that super thing, yeah.
Oh, hold on. I can't even see the chat yet. I still don't see it. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Thank you, FoxyBot. Sending love to sweet Carolyn and Ramos. Thank you, FoxyBot. Oh, thank you again, FoxyBot. Thanks so much. Okay, let me go back to where we were here. See what we have. We had some good ones that. Let's see here. Oh, here's, oh my gosh. This is crazy. Let this magic mineral asbestos protect the buildings on your farm. Asbestos, the magic mineral of the Middle Ages, today still a magic mineral, fireproof, rot-proof, and practically indestructible. When combined with Portland cement, it is manufactured into products which are especially important on the farm because they provide permanent protection against fire, weather, and wear. Read this folder and learn how to put this magic mineral to work on your farm. That's great.
Asbestos.
Let's see here. Here's one. Beautiful but dumb. Beautiful but dumb. She has never learned the first rule of lasting charm, a long-lasting deodorant. People on the go use Odo Rono. Seriously?
I moved too.
I moved.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
To keep a slender figure, no one can deny. Reach for a lucky instead of a sweet. It's toasted. Oh, that's good. This is so crazy.
Asbestos is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My grandfather got lung cancer from it.
Oh, gosh.
He worked at a wood, you know, where they did wood, cut wood or whatever or something. Yeah.
Do you know the story about the Kellogg's brothers?
The Kellogg's brothers?
Mm.
The cereal
Hi,
brothers?
Kathy.
Yes.
Which story? I mean, is it a... Probably not.
But, one of them started a health home and served only healthy foods.
Right.
And he had a gym and sauna and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the customers there were complaining about the food. It was so boring and blunt. And then the other brother, he accidentally invented the cereal when he forgot it, and it came crispy.
Oh.
And the other brother that was much more stricter, he said, "No way, I'm not serving that." But the other brother, he thought it was really good, so he parted way from his brother and the health home,
Mm-hmm.
and he started manufacturing the Kellogg's brand as we have it today. And he got very rich. And then the other strict brother, he wanted him to come back to the health home and let the people eat this Kellogg's thing. And
Cool.
yeah, well, it was invented by a mistake, like a lot of things are invented by mistake.
Yeah. Oh.
Carolyn, doesn't that look like Richard Dean Anderson, young one, when he was young?
Yeah, I like the shirt he's got, like that patchwork shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, your guy is your number one reason for my doll. Be the first. Be the you he likes. Good to be around any day of the month. My doll helps. My doll is an exclusive formula that helps stop menstrual cramps and as an anti-spasmodic, an ingredient you don't get with ordinary pain relievers, and my doll relieves low backache and headache to help soothe accompanying irritability. When you feel good, you're a good person to be around. That should be on a sign. When you feel good, you're a good person to be around. So use my doll. You've got a beautiful reason. The menstrual distress specialist. My doll. Good night, Captain Lee Fan.
Good night, Captain.
Good night, Captain Lee Fan. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Here's one Scooter would like. Life with father is lots more fun since we found Spam, says Mrs. Keith Holton of Evanston, Illinois. My husband used to be pretty grumpy in the morning, but all that's changed now. You ought to see him light up when I bring on the Spam and eggs for breakfast.
Oh,
Spam
gross.
burgers are fun to make over an open fire. We just grill or fry thick Spam slices, pop them on buns, top them with relish or ketchup, and it's our quick picnic. I don't know what that, I can hardly read these little things. Spamwiches are the solution for John's school lunch. They're easy to make, and the children never get tired of them because there are so many easy combinations. Hormel Good Foods. Cold or hot, Spam hits the spot.
My grandmother used to make Spanish rice,
Yeah.
and she'd put Spam cut up in it, I think.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I've never had Spam in my life. Let's see what this is about. Jell-O is known to all sections as America's most famous dessert. In the South, for instance, it's inexpensive enough to be found in the cabins of the old plantation. It's delicious enough to meet the standards of good living at the big house. Oh, wow. This is from New York, Lisa.
What is?
The Genesee Pure Food Company. This would never fly. They're talking about plantations in the big house. Wow, that must be a heck of an old ad.
Wow.
That is crazy. I can't even believe they had an ad like that for Jell-O. You know, I have a true crime book about Jell-O too that I have to read. That is. They said these are not politically correct. This is what happens. This is vintage stuff. It's crazy. Some of the stuff that's around. Worse than the Lysol douches.
Yeah, really.
Jell-O. Maybe that's why. Because there's something. I have it in there, and there's something really controversial about Jell-O. Got to read it. But I'm surprised that's from New York. The ad. It's crazy. Crazy.
Wow.
Let's see what else we have. Oh, it's funny vintage ads. Let's try those. Those are fake. We did that one. More doctors smoke camels. Let's see what we have here. Seen that one.
It said, share your dick.
What happened?
I thought I was reading, I don't have glasses. I thought it said, share your dick.
Oh boy. Own a Motorola and you know you own the best. How television benefits your children. Motorola is the leader in television. Shows how TV can mean better behavior at home and better marks in school. Boy, that's funny.
Wow.
Wow. Home sweet TV home. Peace, quiet. No more rainy day riots. With television keeping small fry out of mischief and out of mother's hair. And that's just one of many TV blessings. Take away television from children who act up as a punishment. That really works. This is crazy. Works as authority, writes an authority on child psychology. The very thought of missing some pet program, what does it say there? Turns
Yes, with Howdy Doody.
little lions into lambs. And incidentally, their favorite programs in the late afternoon are the world's first getting these youngsters home. Oh, are a really good reason that these youngsters get home on time. Oh, that's good. So that was, yeah. Watch some TV.
I have one question. When you have time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have forgotten it many times, but now I have written it down. So when I've never heard this English word before. Brian Laundrie's family went out to camping.
Right.
And they have s'mores.
S'mores. Yeah, it's you roast a marshmallow on the fire, and then you put it on a graham cracker with a piece of chocolate bar, and then you put a graham cracker on top, and you smush it all together, and that's a s'more. And they name it that because you always want some more.
I thought it had something to do with smörgåsbord.
With what kind of food?
In Sweden, we say smörgåsbord.
No, it's just it's marshmallows, chocolate, on a graham cracker, but the marshmallow is like toasted on the fire, so it's hot, and then everything melts together.
All right, but I think you use smörgås. But you say it differently. You say smörgåsbord or something like that.
I don't know what a smorkel is.
Smörgåsbord, like
Smorgasbord?
yes, like lit things of everything.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. No, it's just they just name it s'more because you always want some more.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see what else we got. My baby alarm just went off my lullaby.
Oh, yeah, 333.
Yeah, 3, 4 now. Let's see. Audrey Landers. Audrey Landers. How could she only be Audrey Landers? 70 stars. And then let's see. Audrey Landers. Why am I? Okay. Carrie Fisher's dead.
Audrey Landers and Judy Landers, weren't they?
No.
Were they twins?
No, you're thinking of Ann Landers and
Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute.
yeah, you're thinking of the columnist. Yeah, that's what I always thought too, but that wasn't the one that it was. Let's see. What else? Oh, I almost got rid of us.
Yeah, there was Audrey Landers and Judy Landers.
Yeah, but there's, I don't know what they are. I don't know.
Identical twins.
Are they? They're 65 years old now?
I don't know. Let me see. She was born in. They were born in 56.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 65.
If you have a... Oh, it is Lisa D. See?
Is she here?
Yeah. When are you going? You didn't tell us when. When are you going? You're on mute. You're on mute, Tay.
You're on mute, Tay.
Mute, sorry.
Yeah. When are
Hi,
you
Mr.
going?
D.
8:45.
You have to be there at 8:45?
Yeah.
What time is your surgery?
Well, usually it's about like an hour and a half later.
Are you getting nervous?
No.
You're not nervous at all?
No.
Really?
Mm.
Not at all?
She'll
I'm
say,
really-
should I be?
I'm not because like I'm more annoyed than anything else.
You're annoyed?
Yeah, I can't stand. I'm just like annoyed that I have to do it. Another
Oh.
one.
But you're not like I don't know. Do you think like kind of like, oh, I got to get this in order just in case something happens to me? Like sometimes I like even when I went for my colonoscopy, I kept thinking like, if something happens to me, I just want to have like this for like the people that have to come in afterwards. And I get crazy, you know. Like I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
You really did that?
Yeah, I do stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just like I'm doing some laundry so that like everything's a little settled, so that it's a little easier for the Garys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Gary's got still has bad hands.
Yeah, he's pretty miserable. He had a doctor's appointment last night though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been telling him this for years. Like I think he should see a rheumatologist because stuff like this would happen to him every once in a while. Like, his hands would swell up when he would do, like, I don't think that's normal for that to happen.
Is it what they say it is?
Well, they're treating it with prednisone now, but he told him he wants him to see a rheumatologist. Because he said, like, if it happened once, you're doing some work, your hands get irritated, fine. But like this is going on for a long time, and like this has happened to him so many times where like he can't move his hands. He can't.
Is it, you
And
think
he's
it
in
might be
agony.
rheumatoid?
He's in absolute agony.
You think it might be rheumatoid
It's not
arthritis?
normal. What?
You think it might be rheumatoid arthritis?
I think it's got to be something like that. And this has happened to him before. This isn't the first time.
Huh.
And I told him a long time, because I go to a rheumatologist. I told him a long time ago, to make an appointment with my rheumatologist who he knows.
Do you have rheumatoid arthritis?
No, I have another type of arthritis, but that's not the point. Like I said to him, when you know that your body's doing something that isn't normal,
Right.
you've got to check it out. And he has that paralyzed diaphragm thing
Oh, I didn't know.
that they never really figured out why that happened. Like some really mysterious things have happened.
Oh, is that what you thought I had, Lisa D? With
Yeah.
the voice cutting out sometimes?
Right. So I'm like, I've said to him like a lot of years, go to a rheumatologist, you know?
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it, you know? So last night, the PA from our doctor's, we go to the same doctor, and the PA is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on there, and he's like, dude, this isn't right. Did you ever think to yourself that this just doesn't happen to people? This just doesn't happen to regular people, but it happens to you. Did you ever think that?
Right.
And I went like this. Yes, we did. His name is Michael, and I go, Michael, yes, we did. It's so funny. So he's gonna go. He just doesn't like to make a big deal out of things, but you know, something really definitely is going on.
Right.
And you know what used to happen? Listen to this. When he was younger,
Yeah.
he used to get fevers for no reason.
Wow.
He would be like that. Like we would be going along normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then out of the blue, in the middle of the night, he'd pop up with a high fever. And he'd be like shaking and shaking all night long, take Tylenol or whatever. Wake up in the morning, fever's gone.
Fever of unknown origin.
Yep. And then like not happen for like 6 months. And then same thing would happen like 6 months, 8 months later. Fever. High fever. No reason. Wasn't sick or anything. And my daughter has a weird autoimmune thing that she gets fevers. So there's something going on, you know? And,
Weird.
you know, and then my husband goes like this to me all the
Morning,
time. He
Simple.
goes, boy, this getting old is awful. And I go, Gary, you're not old. Like, you're 57. I don't think that's old.
Right.
And he'll go, oh my God, this getting old is awful. And I go, because Gary's younger than me.
Yeah. So if he's old, then you're really old, so you don't want him to say that, right?
And I'm like, you're not an old man. You're really not.
Right.
What are you saying you're old for? It's because his body feels old.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll say that, and the doctor said that to him last night, the PA. He goes, you're not old.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be walking around like you can't move your hands.
Have they ruled out lupus?
No, they haven't. They haven't ruled out anything. And he's got horrible neuropathy in his feet.
Do men get lupus?
For no reason. We
I
don't
have
even
not
know
heard
why
of
he
any
has
men
it.
ever having lupus. Do men get lupus?
I think you can.
I don't think I've ever heard of a man having lupus.
Michael Jackson had lupus.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
I never heard
Really?
that.
Yeah.
I heard vitiligo, but I never heard lupus.
I think a man can have lupus, but my daughter has something that's like lupus, very similar to lupus.
Yeah.
And it's genetic. It had to come from somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
And she gets fevers.
Really?
Want to hear something weird?
You want to know something?
Want to hear something really weird?
What?
I don't know if I told you guys already. She would get fevers from being in the cold.
Really?
So if she would go, I swear to God, she
Do
would
they
go
really?
trick-or-treat.
I don't hear of many men with it, though. It's sensible crime. I don't know why.
She would go, I would say to her all the time, you're like allergic to Halloween or something, because she would go trick-or-treating, and if it was cold out,
Did you get a fever?
she would have a fever from trick-or-treating. Anytime she would be out in the cold and get cold, she would have a fever. But she wouldn't get really, like, she wouldn't necessarily get, like, really sick or anything or any other symptoms, but she'd get a fever for, like, a couple of days after that. And I would take her to the doctor, and I'd be like, I'm telling you, she got sick from the cold.
Oh, look.
And he would believe me. He didn't think I was nuts or anything, but And then it turns out that that's like part of this syndrome that she has. And it's not lupus, but it's similar to lupus. it's
Somebody said check out
weird.
familial Mediterranean fever syndrome. Her girlfriend's
Yeah,
son had the same thing.
She when they evaluated my daughter for that, she didn't have that. But Gary could have it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I'm really glad he's going to go to the rheumatologist now, finally. And then, of course, after this is over, I blame myself for not pushing him further for going. But I tried, I did. And the rheumatologist, we're friends with the guy. He did his whole genealogy for him.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So he knows the guy really well. And he's the one who figured out what was wrong with my daughter. So it's not like we don't know the guy or anything. And I've been going to the guy for like 20 years.
Sorry to hear that.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe men are just stubborn.
Right. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some are, some.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm talking about it probably too much. People don't want to hear about it, but
No, that's right.
anyway.
I did this.
I am happy he's going to go, though. I'm very, very happy he's going to go. I'm very relieved because I want him to get better. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love the way you did the sides.
Yeah, I put the border on the sides because I wouldn't go on the bottom, but then I thought it looked nice on the sides.
I love it.
Because it was like a little lacy border, so I put that. I did that, and then the one I was gluing last night. Then I finished that one. I just have to do the. I'm going to do something. I'm going to put a cording with probably pine cones and those berries that I collected. And I have a top. I have the top that goes right on.
I love that pattern.
Yeah, so I'm going to do something with that. Maybe
Glad to
gold
have
cording
tea.
or some with the.
So I'm having it.
You're allowed
have
to. You're
milk.
allowed to have something to drink.
Yeah, but not with milk.
Really?
And because it's so many hours ahead of time.
Oh. Hi, Laura Gibson.
But I'll only have 1 cup.
All right.
Very
Oh, I'm
nice.
sorry to hear that. Who's Foxy Bud said that? Sorry to. Oh no, Amber. Sorry to hear that, Amber.
I don't really like tea without milk, but I'll manage.
Well, you have to.
Julian woke me up because he's afraid of the dark, and nobody left the light on for him.
So is
Oh.
Gary going to drive you to the hospital?
Yes.
And then is he allowed up there?
They told him to come back home and they would call him,
Oh.
which I'm kind of glad because the stove guy is coming to look at my stove.
Oh, really?
What's the matter?
I'm just laughing because it's like, pull away slow, Gary. You know, for the hospital.
It's,
It's just like a drop off kind of thing now with this stuff, you know.
it is a drop-off thing
Bye.
there.
See you later.
But you know, if you think about it, when you go for surgery, nobody's with you anyway.
Well,
They
like
never
we
used to
usually
let
like
anybody-
right up to the moment, but yeah, but you know, I don't know. Now it's gotten to almost like you drop your pets off. Now, like you know, it's like, bye. Call me when she's ready. Okay.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true. It is like that. But one thing that's good is like lately when you go in for surgery, everything is like really regimented. So when you go in, once you go through those doors, everything goes pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not sitting around waiting, which is good because I hate
Yeah.
waiting.
Carly, we did go through that in the beginning about the unknown woman combing her hair. Yeah. Thanks. We did go through it.
What'd you say, Carol?
She was saying that she was saying something about Cleo, but we already covered that in the beginning.
Yeah, there was a woman, right?
Well, I don't really know if it was a woman. What if it was that guy? I mean,
What if he looked, because he has hair that looks
and what
like
if
a
he
woman.
dressed like? We don't know what he dressed like at home.
Maybe he dressed like a Bratz doll.
He might have dressed like a doll or a woman to make her more comfortable. We don't know
What a creeper.
because they said
Wow.
they didn't think there was anyone else involved. So I'm thinking it was him because she's only 4, and what does she know if it got
He's like Norman Bates.
yeah, if somebody's
Yeah.
wearing dress or something and dressed up like a woman with I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
sensible
think so.
crime. Yeah.
That's what I think sensible. I mean, yeah,
Watch out, no. Watch out, no.
I think so.
I went to IKEA yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but they didn't have a lot in stock.
What were you going for? Something specific?
Because I have this like craft basket, like not a basket, but a thing that holds like all my paper,
Yeah,
and it collapsed.
it collapsed.
Yeah, because of the weight of everything.
So
I
you
wanted to get something else, but
You
they
didn't get
didn't have anything. What?
You didn't get anything?
I got a couple of things, but some like little things, nothing important, really.
Can I tell you something really quick?
Sure.
I agree.
What you do in America that baffles the whole world.
What?
What you do in America that is not done anywhere else.
Is this a joke? A riddle?
No, it's not a joke. It's
Like
serious.
what? Like what?
You are put to sleep while you have a colonoscopy.
Well,
I-
not
I didn't
general.
even get pain medicines.
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't even get pain medicines. It doesn't feel anything. And that's why everything, the healthcare costs so much. Because it's totally unnecessary. It's not unnecessary to put you under, and it's risky every time they put you to sleep.
Well, they don't really put you under general anesthesia. It's just like a very light sedative. They don't intubate you or anything. Oh, you're completely out, Barb. I had one done. I didn't. I was gone. But they don't always. I mean, they didn't used to. I mean, like a long time ago, they didn't. And you can opt not to have it, but they really don't recommend that.
That is strange.
I was going to go without it because I was so scared of being put, but then, yeah, I don't know, I did it and I
It doesn't
go,
feel anything.
what?
It doesn't feel anything. It doesn't hurt. And it's just like those celebrities. They have and other, of course, they have their intestines, they have them cleaned out, and they don't put them to sleep. And it's exactly the same thing, except it hurts more when you have it cleaned out.
Well, not really. I think you're talking about like a colonic.
Mm-hmm.
Like a clean out of
Yeah,
the,
but with a colonoscopy, they put some like air and stuff in. Don't they fill you with something to?
yes,
see, yeah.
yes, but it doesn't hurt.
Well, a lot of people can have cramping and stuff. They have had people that have stayed up.
I don't know. I was asleep for mine. I don't know. I wasn't aware of anything when I had mine. That was about, I don't know, like 3 years ago maybe I had it.
Mm-hmm.
When do you have to go back for yours?
I have to go back. Let's see. I had it a year ago. I have to go back in 3 years, so not next year. The next year, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know of anybody that I know that was awake for it.
You know me, I was awake. I've always been awake for it.
But Anna, they won't even do it here. Like I talked to my doctor because I was scared of it, and when I said that, they were all like, "No, not doing that, not doing it. You don't want that." just go, yeah. They don't want to
Why?
do it because they don't want to.
I could see everything also on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me everything on the screen because I had blood in my stool.
Yeah. They don't want to, they don't want to do that.
I was just reading through some of my paperwork.
You'll be knocked out, Tammy. You should know by me that I was scared and now, it's fine. Ask for some Versed.
Oh, don't be afraid, Tammy. It's really nothing. Right, Carolyn?
Oh yeah, I don't remember anything. Once they gave me the Versed, the last thing I remember is they said, "We're going to take you down now, and it's cold back there." I don't remember a thing. I woke up in the recovery room, and my nurse was my neighbor, and I was like, "Kathy," and she's like, "Carolyn," and I'm like, "It's over," and she's like, "Yeah." And then the doctor came in, and he said, "You did really good," and all that, and that was it. Got dressed, and you went home.
I was just confirming that I was allowed to eat or drink, and they said I was allowed to drink clear liquids up until 2 hours before this procedure.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't go that close.
tea not really is tea considered a clear liquid?
It says, yeah, clear liquid. Anything that doesn't have milk or any creamer product in it. Yeah.
Well, they take polyps out too, Karen H., which don't have to be cancerous, but they take them out at the same time too. Danielle is trying to make you feel nervous. She said, "I'd not drink anything." Lisa didn't hear me.
It's interesting. They tell you to stop all your vitamin E, fish oils, multivitamins, or herbals 7 days prior.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh. Why? I wonder why.
I can tell you why.
I think that it alters your blood viscosity, like your thinning of your blood.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I do remember when I was freaking out. Yes, I remember, Foxy.
You remember what?
When I was freaking out about the colonoscopy, remember?
I know. I felt so bad for you because you
Yeah.
can't really soothe somebody when they're worried like that.
Right.
Like you can't do anything for them
Yeah.
when they're afraid like that. I just want this to be my last hernia surgery. I don't want to go for a fourth one.
When was your first one?
Geez, I guess after I had Gina.
Okay, and then you got that from the pregnancy?
Yeah. And then I had, I'm trying to remember. It's so hard to remember everything because there's been so many surgeries. It's ridiculous.
Like, when was your last one?
The last one was probably just before Gary got sick. So maybe like 2012, 2011.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I care about. Let this be the last one.
She was freaking.
That would be nice.
Yes, Chelsea, I was.
Please keep us posted.
What happened?
I said to Lisa to please keep us posted.
Oh, you're such a little sweetheart. I will do that, definitely. I love you guys so much.
Remember me and Scooter? Yeah, I remember, Foxy.
You mean a lot to me.
Everyone says don't remember when they wake up.
Yeah. You don't want to know something weird?
What?
Remember I was telling you about my cardiogram and I was so annoyed?
Oh, yeah.
So,
You had to go back at
said
8
to-
o'clock this morning, right?
what?
Didn't you go at 8 o'clock this morning or something?
Yeah. So I went to them and I said, there's got to be a solution to this problem because nobody believes me that my cardiograms are normal for me. They're weird, but they're me. They're mine. And I own them. So they actually gave me a copy of it to carry.
Oh,
And
really?
they said, yeah, because they said if anybody saw it, they would think that there was something wrong.
Oh, wow.
So they said, carry it in your wallet. And they signed it. The doctor wrote on it. And they said, carry it with you. And then if anything happens, God forbid, you could show it to them. And then they'll know that this is your normal.
Oh,
And that they don't have to do any fancy tests or anything on you because they already did a stress test, which was good. And they've already done like echocardiogram. They do echocardiograms on me every 6 months. So they were like,
Oh, okay.
nobody has to do anything right now. Just leave everything alone. So you carry this with you. Take a picture on your phone.
That's weird. Yeah, wow.
Nobody has to do. So they actually gave me a copy of it for my wallet. And maybe take a picture of it on my phone.
Wow.
Because I said to them, every time something comes up, like I could have avoided that visit yesterday if they would have, at the hospital would have known that was a normal cardiogram for me, if they would have believed me. Because I had just gone to the cardiologist like only 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
But they don't believe it when they see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's an abnormal EKG. But my EKGs have always been abnormal. So, but that's, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was so happy I got it.
Yeah.
Because now I could keep it with me and I could say, see, this is me.
But what does it look like you're having on it?
I don't know.
Oh, did they say it looks like you're an AFib or something?
I'm not sure what it means exactly. Because it doesn't really say anything on it.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, it just has weird stuff on it. I mean, it doesn't say I'm in like tachycardia or like,
bradycardia.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I have arrhythmias. I guess that's what it is,
Mm-hmm.
Dina, I love you. You guys are the best. Deborah, Vancouver, then. A heart made wise. I know it will be well, but I hope for you that you are as comfortable as possible very quickly. Thank you. I'm sure I will be. I have a really nice doctor and a very excellent surgeon. And that's when you have a great doctor
Right.
that you can count on, that's really the best, and you have confidence in the person, then everything else falls into place. And the hospital is really good. So that's what makes me feel comfortable, because I know that they're the best. So
Robbie
don't
Bob
worry
is
so
asking
much.
if you're seeing a cardiologist regularly.
yes, I've been seeing a cardiologist my whole life. So it's all taken care of.
Thanks.
And Nunu was staring at me. Oh, yesterday Julian finally became comfortable with the bunny after a whole year.
Aw.
Oh, really?
He finally was like, I can do this. And he loved her. He was sitting with her the whole morning. And then after she left, Gina forgot her little bag that she keeps her parsley in.
Mm-hmm.
And he slept on the bag with his little face next to it all day. And I think he kept looking this way like, is she going to come back? It was so cute. Thank you, Scooter. I love you, Scoots. I'm glad I wanted to get up and see you guys this morning.
I thought you would be.
So they are worried about your heart? No, not at all.
Tell the brushy
Robbity
brush
bop.
lady she will
Robbity
be in our
bop.
prayers. And hey, did you see the new documentaries on that crazy cult lady Gwen?
Jules is the
Sherman?
man. He is, Chelsea.
Oh no, I haven't seen. I started watching the one on Brittany Murphy, but Gwen
Oh yeah,
Shamblin.
I saw that.
I'm gonna have to check
There's
that out.
something really
Foxy.
weird about the guy she was married to, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gwen
feel bad for her.
Shamblin. Yeah. Jules is the name. I'll tell the brushy brush lady she'll be in our prayers. Foxy Bot
Thank
said.
you.
The brushy brush
Thank you,
lady.
Danielle C.
Oh my gosh.
Danielle C, my cousin also had a little baby girl the other day.
Really?
The
Wow.
family's so
Everybody's
excited.
having baby. And wait, was everybody a girl? Danielle's was a girl.
Yeah.
Yours is a girl. And then Scooter had someone, they had a girl too, right? And then,
My brother's child had a girl.
yeah. Wow. I feel like there was somebody
On my
else.
father's side of the family, all they do is have girls.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
You want to hold a newborn?
So cute. Did you see Foxybot wrote the one on Brittany Murphy was crazy, you know, the documentary. That guy was a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Monty.
And the one on that cult was fantastic, she said. Both HBO. Yeah, you know,
Oh,
they said that
HBO?
he was like pilfering all her money, Brittany Murphy's husband.
Yeah.
And she didn't know though, I think. She did find out, but he was like a big fraud.
Yeah.
It's sad, right? And what are the odds that like they're gonna die of the same thing?
It's
It's
very
so odd.
Yeah, Foxy says, Mommy Ramblings, you have to see the one about the way down diet lady. She started a cult and dated the
I saw
TV
that.
Tarzan. You did?
I saw that.
And she had
No,
teased.
I didn't see that documentary, but I saw another one about that lady.
Really?
Hi, Annie B.
I don't know. I gotta get caught up on the cults. Your daughter's due in January with a girl after 2 boys. Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
How nice, Dina.
Huh.
Now it's funny, Julian was waking me up like crazy, tapping me on the shoulder to wake up, and now he went to sleep.
Amber called Foxy Foxtrot.
She actually married TV Tarzan and left her husband of 40 years. She had a habit of being with rich men. He had a habit of being with rich women.
Wow.
Stephen Asante, also known as Hey Carolyn, I emailed you.
Okay.
Oh, Todd Grande did a special on Way Down Lady. I
Did
didn't
he?
see that one. Mm-hmm.
Lady. Ouch.
I hope Gary doesn't miss the stove guy because we've been having
What-
trouble with the stove.
Your stove is on the fritz?
Yeah,
Is it the stovetop or the oven?
the stove. Nicole Venditti says,
We've been waiting for a dishwasher
I want a baby,
part
another baby.
for like
I wish
a
I had
year.
another baby too.
Really?
I'd love another baby. What's wrong with having a baby?
Would you really want like another baby? Like really 100%?
Sure.
Really?
Sure, I would. Sure, I would. What would be wrong with that?
Would you?
You
like,
wouldn't?
Because well, I mean, would you be ready? Because like that, literally, you and Gary wouldn't have any like. You'd be tied down for the rest of your lives.
Yeah, well, so aren't you tied down anyway?
Well, not really. When your
responsibility
kids
anyway?
when your kids graduate from school and stuff, and then you can do whatever you want.
We will never be able to do whatever we want.
No.
No. It'll never happen.
Like if you just want to go to Hawaii, you can just pick up and go to Hawaii.
Well,
You
my
don't have to-
mother-in-law is going to be moving here soon, and we're going to be taking care of her.
Oh, she's moving there?
Yeah, she's going to be moving to an assisted living facility right here.
Oh, okay. And what about your father-in-law?
Baby.
Well, hopefully he'll be coming after her.
So they're going to sell their place up there?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, so you won't go up there anymore.
Well, we have other family there.
Oh,
Thank you, York Hill. You're a sweetheart.
I don't know. Like I could see like great like grandkids would be fun, but like because you could go like you know like
I would take any baby. I love babies,
Yeah.
and I love having kids. So I would take any kind, any baby. You would too. Come on, you love having kids. Well, who are you kidding?
Hi, y'all.
It's not only it's not the baby. It's like then
Hi,
when you
Steven.
start thinking about going through like the
Hi.
school years again. You know what I'm saying? Like starting like kindergarten,
And?
first grade homework, you know, like
Yeah,
all the
homework
stuff.
really sucks, though.
Yeah, and going through all that. That part is like,
Yeah, that part really is awful.
yeah.
Oh my! And when you were talking about the school pictures yesterday, I was
Oh,
like,
that's a
boy, they
racket
love
now.
to
Twice
rip
a year
people
now.
off.
Twice a year
I
now.
know.
That's a racket. It is.
It's a racket.
I loved your new video, by the way.
Oh, the tier
Mama.
trays.
Dude, that cracked me up. You're a riot, man.
She's funny, right?
Yeah. Oh, I
She's
love
very,
it.
very funny.
I wish you had your own like comedy show. I feel like you're funny enough though. Like,
She is funny
Do you
enough.
think I can be on that? Maybe I'll do that cameo.
oh, you should. You could go on it. Trust me.
You could.
You're an influencer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make a little bit of bucks like me, you
A little
know?
bit of bucks. Okay.
Why not?
Why not?
Me too, Amber. I love kids.
But you might get hated on
Me
it
too,
like
Dina.
I do.
I might.
People might hate on you for it
They
because
hate
they'll
on
get
me
jealous.
here anyway, so you know. I'm
I
used
can
to it.
relate. I can relate. Jealousy, you know?
Yeah. You know, something's weird going on with my email. I'm getting everyone's email like twice.
What? Why? What do you what? Really?
Yeah, unless people are like emailing me twice, it's so weird. My last few
Let me
emails,
check
like,
let me check mine. I think I only did it
You a
once
good boy,
though.
no,
Nunu?
not from you though, but like from the people before you. It's so weird.
Oh, I don't know.
I've gotten
Do
emails
you use Gmail you
Yeah,
use, right?
yeah, again, twice.
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of glitch or something. I don't know. Yeah, but you got mine once.
Yeah, I got yours once. I don't know what's. It just looks weird. Maybe they just are emailing me twice, and it just looks weird. That's all.
Oh.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Jenny from the block. I think, oh, it's connecting to audio. Okay.
Yeah.
Me too, Star.
Yeah.
Oh, Jones Joy is having a holiday appreciation party. Wow, it's already that time of year.
Oh, no. Who's a good boy?
Who's
Hi.
having one?
Jones Joy organization.
Oh, right.
I went to their
yeah.
holiday party last year. Hi, it's online. Hi,
Hi,
Jennifer.
nice baby.
How are you?
Hi, Jennifer. Are you okay? We can't hear you.
Oh, she's saying
You're on mute?
you're on mute.
Mutate.
She was like,
She's still mutate.
I don't know what that was like. Shh, she wanted
Unmutate.
to speak quiet.
Unmutate.
Oh, you have an update on Melissa Manchester?
I do. I decided not to get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just think the whole thing turned really awkward, and I always love her, but I just think the whole thing turned awkward, and now I don't want it. I mean, do you kind of agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I did watch it afterwards, and I saw, I don't know, maybe she wasn't that bad. I mean, like, I didn't, like, people were saying that she's a little bit snarky. I didn't
Yeah.
find her, like, a little bit snarky, but, like, given what you said, like, I would expect worse. But what happened then?
Nice
Did she
baby.
contact you?
No, but I just decided not to go with it because I just felt like the whole thing turned just really, really awkward. Maybe in the future, but right now it's just the whole thing is just
So did you, so she was
Weird.
just gave you a refund?
yeah, she did.
Oh, okay, well,
I told her, I said, I feel really awkward right now. And she never replied back. The whole thing just turned really weird,
Good night, Roberty Bob.
you know?
Yes.
Me attacking her lawyers and overreacting and all that. It's just the whole thing.
What? Oh my gosh.
What?
Hold on a minute. They just said that the
What happened?
entire case file for Barry Morphew, the man accused of killing his wife in Chaffee County, has been made public. There are more than 400 pages.
Now?
They just said
What?
the whole case has been made public.
When?
Now.
Really?
That's what it
You check
says.
into that.
Holy shit. Holy shit. What the
Shite.
fuck?
Please check into that.
What?
Please make a video about that.
Oh, I am.
Oh, what's wrong with Jennifer? You in the hospital?
You're in the hospital, Jennifer?
Yeah. Oh, shit. You can see me?
Yeah.
I can see. I can
Yes.
see you. I know. I definitely know what the hospital looks like.
Oh, let me, okay, let me put it on. Hold on. Let me put it on my name. Hold on.
Yeah, I definitely
Okay.
know what they look like. I've been there 100 times.
Yeah, I spend the majority of my life here. I'm used to it. Like, I know everybody here.
Me too. It's like a second apartment.
It's pathetic. I'm like, oh, please, God, I don't want to be admitted again. And they're like, oh, you're going to be admitted.
Poor baby.
Uh,
I'm
I
sorry.
get that a lot. I get that a
You
lot
get-
too.
You know
Hey,
what?
at least
It is what
You
it
get
is.
free
right?
meals. You get free meals, though. Yeah.
For the amount that it costs you per night here, they should cook filet mignon in front of you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I could have
true.
a freak. Yeah, we could. It's like $1,900 a night just for room and board. So, like, you could seriously have like I mean, you could be on a tropical island in the middle of the water through things. I'm like, oh, geez.
It's true.
And you're like,
Holy shit. That's true, though. Come on.
it is. So, Barry Morphew, what happened with Barry Morphew?
Well, everything is public.
I think that's because he's suing like big time. Like I heard that I keep
You
reading
can
on
drive
him.
right into that, Carolyn, right?
What?
He
Yeah, I'm
So
going to
you're
dive
gonna
right into
dive
it.
right
Yeah.
into that.
Tomorrow, yeah, I will. Yeah.
yeah, that's
I'm
gonna
just
be.
throwing some laundry in. That's why it looks weird what I'm doing.
What do you do? What do you haven't done, Lisa D? You're having surgery?
Yeah, she's having a few hours.
Jennifer, what's going on with you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a little like, I don't know you, but I'm like wondering.
I have a crazy. It's a primary immune disease called common variable immune deficiency,
Mhm.
and I really need probably will end up needing a bone marrow transplant.
Oh, my dear.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow.
But I do infusions into my stomach 6 days a week. But I've had like some blood clots and some deep tissue neck infection that I can't really get rid of.
Oh, wow.
So I've been on antibiotics.
Oh.
Like,
Do you have sepsis?
I do get sepsis quite a bit, yeah. But I am not septic.
Yeah. I've had
not-
that as yeah.
I'm not septic right now, thank goodness.
No, I know you're not because you're communicating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had it. Yep.
Like I have to be careful because I don't really have an immune system. So like my body I don't get like the fevers and things that tell people that they're sick. And so I go
Like
from like
signals that you're
Yeah.
ill. Right.
Yeah,
me either. Yeah, I get it, girl. I get it. Believe me.
now what do you have going on if you don't mind me asking?
I am morbidly obese. I was on a TV show, My 600-Pound Life, but I'm morbidly obese. I have lymphedema. I get frequent infections. I get sepsis a lot. I've had sepsis maybe 3-4 times. I've been in septic shock. I almost died from septic shock.
Yeah. Now is that
I was slipping away.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
And I felt it, and I was scared.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those feelings that you never forget. It's like one of those, okay, if I don't get to the hospital now, I'm going to die.
You're gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this.
And now I'm going through teeth issues where I have to have my teeth pulled because I let them go so bad. Where if I let them go any longer, it could travel to my brain or heart, and I can die from that. This too, sepsis again.
Yeah,
Can
I mean,
travel.
I could probably talk for like 10 hours about our healthcare system because honestly, they don't take care of teeth and stuff that is important for, for your general overall health,
Yeah, the hospitals won't take care of teeth, and I'm mind baffled about that because what if there was an emergency? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't do it in hospitals.
Yeah, like they don't even look at it as an emergency. They just kind of like.
They don't, and I've been there to the hospital with my head hurting so bad. You know what they did? They gave me a shot of Toradol and said, "You got to go to the dentist."
Yeah, you're like, okay, thanks.
What? Yeah, exactly. What if it was an infection or something? God forbid, and you're sending me home? Really? Okay.
Well,
They don't care. They don't. They don't have dentists in hospitals. They should.
Well, and I know, and unfortunately, like I have been in the healthcare system for the last 10 years quite a bit, and I can say that I've seen this train wreck coming for that long. Like I could see that this was getting worse and worse. Like when the pandemic hit, people couldn't get help.
Yeah.
And I knew they weren't ready for it. I mean,
No.
Yeah, it's sad.
They still don't know. Like, I don't even think they're ready for it now. They still don't know how people are getting it, how people are dying. There's like no cure for it right now.
They're not even. I'm in Florida. They're not testing for it at hospitals.
Wow, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah, we don't get tested for it before coming up to the floor.
Wow.
So I don't even know how they know.
I don't even think anybody's taking it serious anymore. Like, I went to a doctor's appointment today, and people were fucking walking in with no mask. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
I think that they think that because they think that if you got the vaccine that you can't get it.
You're safe. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
you're not.
Yeah, the vaccine's only lasting so long, and there's been a lot of breakthrough cases. And I mean, if you're at a doctor's office anyway, like I wore a mask before it was popular to wear a mask, so it's no big deal for me to wear a mask.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mommy. Go ahead. I don't want to take up your.
Well, she's doing something anyway, right, Mom?
Yeah, I'm just looking at these documents.
Yeah, she's like.
Yeah, I got in the data drop.
She's like in shock right now.
She's like 400 pages of juicy berry Morpheus stuff.
She's gonna be up a while, I think.
I figured they would give him. I thought that they would give him bond. I really did because I didn't think that they had a really, really strong case. Like after the boyfriend came out and was like, "Oh, never called her again after that." And, I mean, it was just after all that came out, I thought, they got to be careful. If they don't have a good case, this could go sideways. Because there was the DNA and stuff that they didn't check either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was that could be a big one because I guess it was found like in her glove box and on her bike seat. So it wasn't like it was just like, and they did not follow the lead on it. They didn't follow up on it. And here it's the sex offender that has been in the system. And it was, I guess it was like the same DNA that was in the glove box, was on the bike seat, which they said that couldn't have been like a trace DNA where you know, this guy fixed the bike at one point, whatever, it wouldn't have been that way. It was something more than that. So I think
Well, I
that
heard that it was a partial DNA. So it doesn't have to be from offender. It can be the cousin's offender.
but they know who it had to be enough for them to be able to identify him because they knew he was a sex offender that went to jail. So they know who it is.
But it was a partial DNA. It can be his cousin. It can be his siblings. You know, doesn't have to be the offender because it was partial DNA.
I thought that was like mitochondrial DNA, not partial. I thought that the partial part, I don't know, I'm asking. I thought that the partial part just meant that like, I don't know, how is that?
It's easy to find out. Just Google.
I'm always on Google.
Yeah, I started to get on TikTok because I enjoy, like, I don't like true crime on TikTok.
No,
Carol,
oh my God.
either.
I know.
Yeah, I don't like that either, Carolyn, because it's just, yeah, I use it for comedy.
People over exaggerate shit for real.
Well, and not only that, like if you're doing true crime, I want to like dig. I like Carolyn. I want to know all the stuff about it.
Exactly,
Right.
not fucking
Yeah,
conspiracies.
they're just putting like the bowl, you know, the bottle or something. It's just just to get a bunch of like really clicks.
Conspiracies, yeah.
Yeah, something just really that's going to just, oh my gosh, and people are going to click on it, and that's all it's about.
Exactly.
I don't think there's any real credible stuff, and maybe there is, but I just don't feel like it's my opinion.
No, it's for them to make it's for the TikToker to make a quick buck because every time someone clicks your video, you get a little bit. I used to be on TikTok and stupid.
I have a 24-year-old and a 21-year-old, so I do follow my kids' TikToks, and sometimes.
That's normal, obviously. I'm 39 though. I don't want to be on TikTok. I was on TikTok though for a while, but I don't care about TikTok really. I mean, there's some funny. I like to go on there to watch the videos. I think they're pretty funny.
Some of them, yeah, I like the comedy ones, and I like the animals. They're really cute.
Oh my God, I know. I love animals. Yeah, I love animals.
So what is up with Barry?
I guess he's going to be in court tomorrow too at 1:30.
Is it going to be televised? You think?
I'm not sure if he's going to be, but that'll be updated by Lauren Sharf on Twitter. I know.
Is it a national case?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then it should be. Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. They didn't have cameras in the last time, right? A lot of times they don't have them now.
Right. It depends on the state and.
What are they bringing him back to court for tomorrow? Do you know?
Let's see. It says he's inspected in court tomorrow at 1:30. And I think is it about the quash the subpoena? Is this what tomorrow is? Oh yeah, it's people's motion to quash the subpoena issued by Jeffrey Lindsay. That's what it looks like it's about.
But it doesn't say anything about like you can watch it here or like.
No, I usually just watch it on Twitter. I don't think they had because we weren't allowed in the last time. We had to follow it on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and with one of the reporters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when they televise it, though. I think it's friggin' interesting. Yeah. Like that Parkland shooter, whatever, that kid that just recently got, like, charged with everything.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and he had the audacity to, like, say, like, sorry to the parents and all that. Like, bitch. You think they want to hear from you? Like, really? Fall back.
That's terrible.
I can't believe he even wanted to say anything to the parents, like it's going to fix something. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what the parents were thinking when he was talking. I bet you all the parents would be like, man, I just want to smack the heck out of that boy. Ooh,
They,
wait. No.
They
You
were,
know?
I thought, and what was sad too about, I'm here in Florida, and what was sad about that Parkland shooting is that actually became political, and they were horrible to the survivors of the Parkland shooting.
What,
Okay?
really? Why?
Yeah, they just weren't. Some of the kids, they were, they were kind of pushing for like some type of gun law or some mental
Using it
health
as a
stuff.
political agenda. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking, oops.
yeah.
But
Freaking.
That's
here's
freaking bold. That's freaking BS.
yeah, I mean, the thing is that these kids, they just wanted, because the kid who had shot everybody, he had
Yeah.
so many red flags and so many issues, and
Right.
I think that they were kind of pulling for stricter mental health guidelines for kids in school, but and that would help with some of that and whatever, and it kind of got into it kind of traipsed on the NRA a little bit, so they weren't happy about it, but it was, I mean, there were some really neat kids that that were survivors and really kind of tried to make a better situation and what have you.
So Jennifer, how long are you gonna be in the hospital, you think?
I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting to see. I have a blood clot in my PICC line, so I might end up with a port.
Oh, in your chest, like in your
I've had a couple of them, but
yeah, I've had PICC lines and central lines, yeah.
But a port's so much easier, and I do it at home a lot. I try to.
Yeah, I agree.
But I've been in 26 weeks. I've been in since June of last year.
And it's easy to do at home too. It's so easy.
Yeah, and once you get the hang of it, you can.
Oh yeah, it's not that hard. Once you get they give you flushes and they tell you how to do it, but it's not hard. Once you get the hang of it, like you said, you're good. I mean, I did it.
Yeah. I
had to do it. Oh, I've been through a lot. Oh, the hospital's my second home, like I said, like you, and yeah, it's just crazy.
I figured God has a reason for it, and if he'll bring me to it, he'll bring me through it, right?
Yes, he will. No, he will. He will. He's brought me through it so many times.
Yeah, I know.
You know. Oh man, I feel like God. How many chances can God give one person? Like God's given me personally so many.
Stephen,
Yes.
you like comedy and crime?
Oh yeah, I like comedy, crime, horror. I like a lot of things. I like a lot of things.
You should watch True Crime Loser here on YouTube.
True Crime Loser?
Yeah, he is hysterical.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check him out. I do like true crime on YouTube.
True Crime Loser.
Yeah.
Anna's breaking the rules.
I'm here, Tammy. Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
It's against the rules, Anna.
Anna, I love your accent, Anna. I really do. I gotta say that.
Thank you.
I don't know why I like accents for like that other lady the other day that sounded like Cher.
Are you talking about? Is he talking about?
I probably am. Whatever you're gonna say, I probably am. I can't remember her name.
Now it escaped me since she said Cher. I keep thinking Cher, but I know who you're talking
I think
about.
I intimidated her though a little bit. I think she felt uncomfortable. She kind of left after I said she sounded like Cher because she does. Sorry. You know,
I
has
think
has anyone seen that person, Jennifer, on camera?
No.
No
Which
one's ever seen her, just her voice.
which Jennifer
Yeah.
person?
The one that sounds like Cher. Have you actually seen her on
Jennifer.
camera?
Wait,
Uh,
hold on a
I've
minute.
seen.
You're losing me. What Jennifer person that sounds like Cher?
No,
Is
no,
he
no, no,
talking
no,
about?
no. I'm talking about the person that sounds like Cher. Remember, I said she sounded like Cher the other day. She kind of left. Did you ever see her on camera live, or just hear her voice all the time?
I don't know who we're talking about.
Is he?
Jennifer.
Is he talking about Davita? Is he asking you to maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Davita. Okay. Yes, I know
oh,
Davita
yeah.
personally.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was gonna say maybe it is Cher. She's just like whatever.
Oh,
Yes.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, we've seen her, yeah.
Why does she sound so much like her? I think it's so cool though. Like,
oh no, he's talking about Move 2. Somebody said.
okay, Move Two.
Yeah, I've
Yes,
seen
Move
Move
Two.
2. Yeah, I've seen her too. I know her personally. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
why?
so it's not okay. So it's not Cher, but it just sounds like her. Okay. Wouldn't that be something if it was Cher, but it's not Cher because you already seen her? So
Yeah, it's not Cher.
You could have,
imagine.
yeah, you could have celebrities that come into some true crime things and want to hear,
Well, I'm a
Joke.
celebrity, kinda, just from a fat show though.
So when were you on that? How did, no, I don't know anything about it. Honestly, I'm not a TV watcher. I'm a reader, but
Oh, that's good. That's better for you.
I did hear that, I did hear about the show though, because somebody had recently passed away. It was really sad.
They're all passing away from that show. It's like the curse of my 600-pound life, and I hope I'm not part of that curse. But everybody's dying from that show. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Don't
I
they?
don't think it's the show as much as it is, like weight like that does give you health complications. So how
Yeah,
much is
it
the
does.
show and how much is the health complications?
That's
Is
true too.
Now,
Oh,
is that, I think I've seen it one time. Is this the one where the doctor will determine that you can have surgery, weight loss surgery? Is that?
yeah, he's a short doctor. His name is Dr. Nazardin. He's a little kook. He's a little crazy too himself, but that's my opinion. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I've only seen it one time too, Jennifer.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jennifer, you have to see my show though. When I fall off the golf cart, I think that's gonna be your favorite part. It's everybody's favorite part. When I when I
So,
fall off the golf cart.
You doing
so
it
did you have the surgery?
Yeah, I've had the gastric sleeve surgery. It helped me for the first 6 months, and then honestly, to be honest, after that, it just started going a bit downhill after that. But I managed to stay down to 569. My original weight was close to 8.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's good.
It's still good. It's still good, but I feel like I need to have the gastric bypass down here in Iowa, though, before I gain it all back again. I feel like, because I don't want to gain it all back again. I want to keep trying to go forward, and
Right. Absolutely.
it's not as easy. It's very hard because I love pizza. I love Chinese. I love all those things they tell you can't effing have.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Sure.
And pop. Come on. Pop.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
know.
why they should really do more like with, I think, I know if they have you work with a nutritionalist, I'm sure they must, right?
Yeah, but see, the thing with a nutritionist is, what are they telling me that I don't already know? You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
ball's basically in my court regardless. But what are they? I've seen so many nutritionists, Carolyn. I all know what they're going to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that, but then there's maybe some psychological stuff because it might just be that there's, a lot of times.
I need a psychiatrist. Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of they don't really, there's usually want to do med management and stuff. But I mean, getting to the root, because some people are eating to close themselves off.
Well, some people eat for all different reasons.
Yeah,
Like
to
they
fill some
just eat.
void. or yeah,
Yeah,
that's in them, inside
comfort,
them, some emptiness. Yeah.
comfort, emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and unless you get to the bottom of
I
that
mean,
problem, because I know a guy that I used to work with, and he had he had one of the surgeries, and I mean he lost all the weight, and then he gained it all back,
you can gain it back.
and because he had to have it reversed for some reason, I forget what he lost
Oh, I
everything, and
know what
then
you're talking
he
about.
had to
There's a
have
name
it
for
off
it.
for a little bit, and then he gained it all back, and then he had to go and lose so much to get it done again, and he couldn't even do that, and I should look him up
Oh,
and see how he's doing. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's and the thing is, I see people that have that surgery, and no matter what, like even this lady that I knew personally, she kept it off the longest I've ever seen it. I mean, she got thin, really. She had the excess skin taken off, and
Yeah,
she was huge prior to that surgery. I could not
right.
believe the difference. And she was walking, and she was like
Oh
doing all this stuff.
man.
But then I just noticed, because it took a long time, but it started to
Mm,
creep back on. And guess what? She had a son that was like obese.
mm,
Okay, her
right.
husband, very, very thin. And then
Mm,
two of their three kids, thin. But the one little boy was like just almost obese from like birth, okay? And
mm-hmm,
he was my son's friend, and he had the surgery like a couple of years ago. But I said,
mm-hmm,
and he got so thin, like gaunt, thin, just like his mother did, okay? But I said
mm,
it has to be, I think, disheartening, because even if he looks at his mother, now she's
yeah.
gaining it back again. So
Mm.
what is it? You know what I'm saying? And like even like the Wilson girl, Carney Wilson, she had it.
Oh
She
yeah,
gained
she
it
had it.
back.
Yep.
Al Roker, it's like
Mm.
all these people, and I think it would be like, I don't know. Does anybody ever keep it all off? I'd have to see the person that has kept it off, because it's
Yeah.
just like when they tell you with anything, you always want to see the people that succeed from it, and surround yourself with those kind of people.
Yeah.
And I'm just not seeing that. I don't see it.
There's nobody that I've seen either that has successfully succeeded without gaining back. To be honest,
And
nobody.
I can tell, well, I have not had that, but I do have, my oldest child was 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm,
she was always from very young age, and she was a
mm-hmm,
stress eater, and it was psychological with her. Now she ended up having to have her gallbladder taken out at a young age, at like 17,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I've had
it
that.
didn't, and it did something to like her vagal nerve, and so she had gastrophoresis. So she got down to 85 pounds,
Wow.
Mm,
and it was not that she had weight loss surgery or anything like that. It was just because of the gastrophoresis. She got down to like 85 pounds, and she has stayed at about like maybe 115, but she
oh
still has
yeah.
gastrophoresis. But my point is that she had issues, and what I found horrible was her issues. They were, kids are mean,
Yeah.
and
Oh
it,
yeah.
yeah, and it just made that so much worse, because
Mm-hmm.
it just, I think that they do need, she did need, it was psychological too with her, not just,
Yeah.
and I think I think that people being mean and society being horrible, that just makes it worse too.
You
And of
can't
course,
even go to school anymore to learn. You go to school to basically be tormented until you
yeah,
like give up. That's what it seems like to me, and that's what I went through. I left. I was like, you know what? I
yeah,
left. I'm not. For what? Why should I go and be tormented? That's what school's like now.
and that's just not, that's horrible. I mean,
You're supposed to go to learn. Am I right, Jen?
yeah, you are. And yeah, I know my daughter it was bad with her. And
Right.
I can say that the mental, see, I'm 47. So when I was growing up, you know, we didn't have we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have social media, we didn't have any of that stuff. And so basically, if, you know, when we came home from school, unless things were happening at your home, it was kind of like your safe haven. You weren't bullied. But now with social media, these kids, they're bullied 24/7.
I get that. Unfortunately, from being on TV, but yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and kids now, they can't get away from the bullying no matter what it's for. They just can't get away from it. It's 24/7. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm 39 and I get it from being on TV. Like stuff like you should just kill yourself, light yourself on fire. Oh,
that's horrible.
He looks like he's gonna die soon. He probably is. You know, stuff like that. Yeah. Like, how can you ignore that? It's so hard, like, because it just pops up out of nowhere, you know?
I think, Carolyn, you were just talking about this the other day about how, you know, to overcome, you know, how mean people are on social media.
And some of these people are so, like, they're elderly, some of these people that are talking about you, too. They're all different ages.
Yeah. They have people,
go play bingo or something.
Yeah, people just get so brave. You know, they get brave behind the keyboard, and then they're brave even showing their faces too. That a lot of them that show their faces and say stuff, would say that stuff. They'd be scared to say the things they say to someone's face.
Like, their life must be so horrible to put down other people to make themselves feel good. I guarantee their life is no better.
No, people, and I think that's kind of that's the brand of social media nowadays. And
it's horrible. Like, how would it? Like, how do these people get away with saying "go kill yourself"?
Our laws have to change. They do. Okay,
I agree.
They 100% have to change, because these people, you know, they try to do this stuff, and then they'll say something like, "Well, hurt people, right?" Isn't that, how does it go? The stupid thing they say, which I think is ridiculous. I'm sorry, if you shot somebody, you couldn't use the defense that, well, I was hurt, so I just go around and hurt people. Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. No, it doesn't matter. If you're hurt, then you better get help for it. You don't go on the internet and unleash all that hurt onto somebody and not have any consequences. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hurt people.
And where are these people coming from? I mean, I just have never seen such viciousness. It's like, where are they?
Yeah, you wonder.
You know what? Like grown-ups, like 50 years old, going,
yeah,
well, so-and-so did it to me first.
Yeah.
And they're raising children, and this is what they're teaching them. It's like, it's unbelievable.
It is crazy. Like, older people, like, are you serious? Grandmothers, grandfathers.
Oh, the grandmothers. Like, some of the grandmothers are just vicious. You know, I noticed it the first time in the Watts groups on Facebook, you know, and there'd be grandmothers tearing Shanann apart, or her, and I'm like, these are grandmothers, right? Don't they have any kind of conscience, any empathy, nothing? And
you know what's scary, crazy. Mama? You know what's really scary, Mama, too? Suppose if I was suicidal, which I'm not, but they're going to one day say it to the wrong person, and they're going to hurt
of course,
themselves.
They've caused people to commit suicide, and that's what I'm saying. They have to be held responsible, because they have driven people to that. And they think because it's on the internet, they can do whatever they want. And that's the whole thing that I say, we have to have profiles that are linked. Okay? We could have a name like Bunny Fufu on here, but YouTube has to know it's linked to, you know, Susie Smith, and this is her driver's license, and this is what she signed, and she's accountable for her behavior online. And if she goes and threatens someone, or she tells someone to go kill themselves and all this stuff, and something happens, that there's a person behind that profile, that they don't just start another one and another one and another one and another one, because the internet is real life, and we got to start treating it as real life.
I totally agree.
Unfortunately, yes, you have to, because that's what it is.
But we don't. We
And it's
allow
a,
people on this platform to just go ahead and make another profile
Yeah.
and make another profile, and there's nothing connected to it, and they feel they can say whatever they want, and then they can just
and they make
disappear.
videos about you. I get it. They do it to me. It's
You know,
awful.
there was that case with the girl who was tried because she did push that kid to suicide. Remember her?
Yeah, but not much happened to her.
I thought she really.
Yeah, they not much happened to her.
I
They're
mean,
still
she-
like dragging their feet with that. But you're talking about the one where she told him and he took the carbon monoxide and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you serious? Really?
And
Yeah.
she kept telling him, "Get back in the car. Get back in the car."
You can do this. I mean, she was like
He
egging him on.
actually made him kill himself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Go ahead, do it. Hurry, get in the
Evil
car.
girl.
Yeah.
And where does
How
that
evil? How evil? Like,
where
He
does
was
that
very
come
evil.
from?
I think people get this false sense of power that they can do anything online and not be accountable for their stuff.
they think
And-
they're untouchable.
But
They
she
think
knew,
they're
but she knew him
untouchable.
in real life, but did it through text messages. And
Oh,
so, I
okay.
mean, she did know him in real life, but I just think I don't know, that she had this power over him, and she was full of it, and just decided to, it's crazy. No,
Well,
I'll look it
one
up. I don't
said-
believe she did.
She thought that she went to prison, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
what
did a
happened.
story on it last year, so I don't. And I don't think I think she was still waiting for something like there.
She was setting herself up to be the grieving girlfriend for attention, Sensible Crime said.
Oh wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
That is
Hi, Nana Karen.
Dude, they're fucking, oops, they're
Yeah.
keyboard warriors. They're freaking keyboard warriors, too. They will never say that stuff to your face.
I really believe that they really believe they're anonymous. Just because
Yeah.
it's behind a phone or
Oh, a
computer.
15-month sentence.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
She
Yeah.
began
15
serving a
months for a life of a
15-month
young
sentence,
man.
but she earned time off for good behavior.
Oh, that's
And
Ah.
yeah, so she got nothing. She got next to nothing.
She
Yeah.
got
She
nothing.
was released from prison January
Slap on the
23rd,
wrist.
2020.
Involuntary manslaughter,
Uh,
Sensible Crime said.
So she got
And the life is
Like, hey, Lisa, like Mama said, the laws need to change. This is ridiculous.
I know.
This is ridiculous.
She got released early. They were
That's
disappointed.
crap.
She didn't have to fulfill her complete prison sentence. But it's the normal
Jesus.
process for someone with good behavior, though we don't consider her a
Wow.
good girl.
Let me be the
she got,
judge
she
of
got
that
next to
case.
nothing for doing that.
Let me be
So
the
now-
judge of that case. I
How do you think the
oh,
family feels?
I know, right?
So she gets to go on and live her life, and they.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. She gets to live happy, whatever, go on, not give a ish.
Yeah.
What a piece of work.
You know, it's sad because
Wow.
I don't understand where people's moral compass is, even if they think they're anonymous. They obviously don't have one.
That's
or
what makes me mad, because they're really not anonymous. They think they're untouchable. Nothing's gonna happen.
They
Nobody's
aren't
gonna find
anonymous.
them.
Mhm.
You know?
They are anonymous enough to be protected, I guess, under the law, right? They do have some
Yeah,
level
because the law
anonymity.
sucks.
But it's like, where's their? But I mean, it's not what you do. I mean, basically, who you are is who you are when somebody's not looking, not who you are when people are
Mhm.
looking. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
you know, people who have their people who actually have morals, they're doing the same stuff when people aren't looking that they're doing when people are looking. So
Mhm.
it's like, what type of moral compass do these people have? They have to have none. I mean, they have to be like, just
Yeah, they have no damn souls.
yeah.
None. Devil worshippers is what they are, probably. They got
You
issues.
gotta wonder. Gotta wonder sometimes.
Oh yeah, those are the devils on earth. Come on, you're gonna talk crap to people, and drive them to death, and commit suicide. You're evil. Okay, That's pure
Yeah.
evilness. It's evilness. Only the devil would do that and love that. The devil would love his children to follow him and do crappy stuff like that. Not Jesus, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he
I'm
was a
just
vulnerable
saying.
young man. He was a vulnerable young man.
Right, yeah.
And you know, I think these people know who to choose in their
I don't
lives.
mean to throw religion either. I'm just saying, like,
No, we understand. I mean, yeah, they are evil. There's nothing more. They are evil, and yeah,
mhm,
Lisa. It's like she knew who to choose, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
She somehow found that.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
think it was like, yeah, she was
Yeah.
exerting her power and she was getting a high off of it. And no, he's going to do
How do
whatever
you
I
make
say.
somebody? You know what I'm saying, guy? How do you make How do you have a heart? To make somebody kill themselves?
Because I think he expressed it at one time and then he didn't want to go through with it. And then she kept saying, no, no, you said, and she was
Oh
just
my
to see how
God.
far she could bring him. But yeah, and then I don't know, she's not, she was
She,
just a horrible person, yeah.
yeah,
You know,
she became
karma's
friends
a
with him and
bitch.
groomed him. She groomed him, is what she did. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was depressed, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
and
She got him at his. He was probably feeling very vulnerable. She got him in the right time.
Wasn't it over a long period, Carolyn, that she did this? It wasn't like just. I mean, it was a while that
Meet
she.
these guys.
Yeah, yeah, it was over some period, but then, he was suffered from depression, if I remember, and she just there's something on HBO that's very good about it. She just took advantage of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
They met, I think, during a summer vacation, I believe, and I think
Mm-hmm.
let's see, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just a sad case.
Mm-hmm. It is sad.
Yep. Yep. But
I
there's
can't.
there's a
I
good
can't.
HBO
Mm-mm.
documentary on it.
Mama, I watched a lot of your videos that made me bawl. You know,
Yeah.
people are just so like cruel, relentless, and horrible.
Yeah. They are. Yeah.
I mean, I
Just,
think
I,
we
I
have a.
can't.
They are. And it's going to be that, but it's always in this country, really. It's always when
Yeah,
it's
I
too
know,
late
right?
that we say, oh boy, we should do something. Never
Welcome to the United
proactive, never
States.
before, never after the first time, never after. It's always got to be tragedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, even though the police know it, they know it. Our laws are
They don't give
behind. Our
a. They don't give a
technology is
shit.
ahead of our
Yeah,
laws. No, they do give because they told
do
me they
they?
can. Oh yeah, they can die with some of this stuff that they have. These spoofers and stuff are causing these cops to get
Oh
shot
yeah,
at traffic
that's
stops.
true.
They wanted to stop. Believe me, I've spoken to the state police many times.
Oh, I didn't know you were referring to the spoofing thing. I
Oh
agree.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They said it's terrible. It's absolutely
it
terrible.
is.
They're very fearful because these stupid things can cause this, something
Well,
that was
you could
made
have
for
got
domestic
shot.
violence victims to
You,
just push a
yeah,
button. Gang members can do it when they get pulled over, and then next thing you know,
yeah.
you've got gang members ambushing the trooper and killing him,
You
and
could
that's
have
why
got
these troopers
shot.
are
I
getting
could have got
shot and
shot.
killed. What?
Well, we could have gotten shot too, me and you, because we got swatted.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, oh, 100%. That's what I'm talking. And they say, and I was just speaking with the FBI last week, okay? Because
Yeah,
they came
yeah,
here, the FBI came here because of something that's going on. And
yeah.
they had to get into these spoof numbers too. And their technology is
How do you?
advancing, but
How
I
do
was
they?
sent
I
something.
mean,
What?
do they have a way to track these spoof numbers though? Because I know it's a fake number that they use.
Right, they're getting better ways to do it, but it's not foolproof. And I was
Right.
sent some really objectionable, horrible photographs. Okay, that they take
Yeah,
very
yeah,
seriously, and because of that,
yeah,
they actually came right here and
yeah.
are able to go into my phone and
Mm-hmm.
try to retrieve whatever information they can, because once in a while these people mess up is what happens. Okay, when they're such a
Mm-hmm.
rush to send something else through and send something else through, And then they
Yeah.
can find this, if they can find this spoofer company that they used, and then they put it with the
Yeah.
times and the images that were sent. It's a lot of work, but they'll do it for this because there's kids involved.
Yeah.
They will start putting those pieces together and saying, okay, it came in on this day at this time. This is what it trans. And they'll
Right.
go from one spoofer place and they'll just go until they find it, and it's just like pieces of a puzzle. And it's just, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be like that at all. And they also go. I'll just tell you for that child stuff, they look at the pictures and they can tell where the pictures are coming from, because a lot of these guys do nothing but that from the FBI. And
Yeah.
they know where those pictures are. A lot of them, they can tell if they came from another country, if they're an old
Right,
picture off a
right, yeah.
database. So there's a lot of stuff that they know.
Are they often from another country, you think?
Sometimes they are, yeah, but they know.
Yeah.
I won't look at them, Stephen. So I don't want to know anything about them, really. I told
No,
them
no.
that I don't want to know any. I was traumatized.
Listen, that's how I
Yeah, I was
came across
traumatized
you.
from what I saw. I don't ever want to see it again. And I don't want to look at it. I don't want to do anything with it. I had to describe it once to the FBI on the phone, and that's how
Yeah.
they came up here. And
Yeah.
that's it. I don't want, here, take my phone, do whatever you want to retrieve off of it, but I don't want
Yeah.
to, I don't
What
want to
is-
deal with it.
What is? I don't know what spoofing is. What is that?
It's a app,
It's
okay?
bad.
And you can actually program it for any number. So what they
They
did,
can call you at 911.
yeah, and they can do it through the police also. So it looks like the police are calling you, which they
Yeah.
did to me, and that's would have been another charge, because they're impersonating a police department, or or they can do a fire department or
Yep.
anything, and it is horrible. And all they would have to do is stop, and then go and say, this should not be downloadable on any type of device. Now, then people would go, well, what about the victims of domestic violence that use it? Well, then I think that should be registered, and then they should be responsible for every app
Yeah.
that's downloaded. So if there is a victim that needs it, they get it, and that's it. And then there's nothing that, I don't know. There's a lot of ways. It's going to be a lot of problems, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I got it. I was swatted. Fuck. Oops. I was swatted. I hated it, man. Let me tell you. That scared the living bejesus out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad, who was sleeping, poor thing.
Right. Yeah.
Imagine waking up to that.
Yeah. That's not good. Not good.
Mm-mm.
No.
Waking up with flashlights and guns in your face and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Shite. Steve, you have to stop cursing, because we can't curse on
Sorry. My Italian mouth. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I get too excited. I have to remember not to say those words.
Oh my gosh, it's 5:00. Wow. So let's say goodbye to Lisa. Lisa,
Lisa.
let's say goodbye to you, because I'm going to have to go turn in, because I've got all that Morphew stuff in the morning. And let me know, text me, let me know what's going on, all right? We can't hear you, you're on mute.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm
right.
muted.
So good luck. We love you.
Okay.
All right.
Love you,
We'll be
Lisa.
praying for you. And
Love you, guys. Love you.
yeah,
Thank you. Love you
let me
too,
know, and I'll let
everyone.
everybody know. But good luck. I'm sure you'll
Okay.
do. I'm sure you'll do fine, because you're not worried, and you're all good. And
Okay.
yeah, all right. But
Thank you.
all right, I'll talk to you. Let me know. I love you. And love
Okay,
you guys
love
in
you too.
chat. Love you guys in panel. And God bless. Prayers for all
Bye,
of you. And
guys.
we'll see you guys
Cheers to
tomorrow.
everybody.
Have a
All right. See you
wonderful
later.
day,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.